Hi everybody, Son Anthony here, wishing my best friend Andrew a happy 50th episode of the Andrewcast. Here's to 50 more. Peace.
Welcome back once again, episode 51. We're a little backlogged right now, so there's going to be a
52, right?
No, I was wrong.
Oh wow.
Just because we've been having technical difficulties, they're going to be coming out staggered, but that's TMI. You know me. You know him. You know this guy by now.
We hope you know us, but we'll see.
So we're about to get into it. First things first, before we dive headlong into Kingdom Hearts and Earl Sweatshirt and all this stuff, I gotta say, I got Smash. All right,
We just played Smash.
I got it coming.
Ryan was destroying everybody. First off,
What character?
I go to these kids' house every day, or not every day, but like every so often I go to their house. We play Super Smash Bros. Melee. Jameson just owns both of us usually. Like, dude's just dominant in that game. I come today, put in this new Smash.
Right.
I get to play the new characters.
Right.
I actually win the first 2 or 3 games.
Right.
I'm feeling like I'm on top of the world. Jameson won one time.
I don't know. I don't keep track of stuff like that.
Oh, I kept track because he's just
You
so
have to.
dominant.
You have to keep track.
Yeah,
I'm just having fun with my friends, man. That's
No,
Smash.
not when it comes to Smash. No. It's
I don't
bragging
know, man.
rights.
You get pretty into it. But
So-
yeah, it's an awesome game. Definitely. It
there's
seems
75
more
characters.
balanced.
I played it a couple times. It feels good.
Yeah, it's fast.
It feels good.
It's really
It's
fast.
very fast.
Okay, so there's 75 characters. This is really interesting. So a little background. I got it the day of, and if you didn't reserve it, it was like impossible to get a hold of.
Right.
Dude, and by the way,
For
you
how
used to-
long?
You used to work at GameStop. Can you just tell me the ins and outs of like what they tell you to do?
Whatever you want to know, I'll tell you.
When you're selling somebody something,
Right.
you know how they give you like the spiel? They're like, but you could reserve this or you could like do this. Like, what do they tell you to say, man? Because every time I walk into GameStop, bro, they're trying to get me to spend like 2 G's. Obviously, they're being salesmen, and that's what you do when you have a store. But like, they're way more aggressive at GameStop. Like, if I buy a game at Target, I'm not getting that. If I buy a game at Walmart, I'm not getting that. Why at GameStop, bro?
There's two different types of people, and this goes for like any type of sales. You have the people who do what they told, play it by the book, try and go, if I do option A, then their answer, I can stay down option A. Then you have other people like myself and a couple other people who worked at the Chamonix store where we just like freeballed. So we let you do your thing, let you see what you're looking around, then we just see what your interests are, normal sales moves, stuff like that, see what you're in the need for.
Yeah.
And I won't even say, oh, have you played this? Have you played that? I'm like, I create a conversation. You come in, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, Smash came out? And I'd be like, bro, fire.
Right. They always
Fire.
do that. They're like, this game, amazing.
I'm like, fire. Or I'd be like, nah, I wasn't feeling it. And they'd be like, what? It's getting like 9s and 10s. It's like, don't believe everything you read. So that goes one of two ways. They're like, nah, this dude's either full of shit or he's 100% right. Regardless, I want to play it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, that's just like, sometimes I peep in there, see who's working, and I just know that, like, dude, they couldn't work at the GameStop that I worked at.
I'd say that because
From a couple years ago.
I have to tell the story real quick, man.
Tell it.
I'm ordering Smash, and this guy, there's this dude that works at the Chamonix Mall. I'm gonna see him later today because I got a game to return. He's the most aggressive GameStop dude I ever met.
Glasses? Bald guy?
Yeah,
I know you're talking about.
he's kind of chubby.
6'4"?
No, he's not tall at all. He's like a little and actually he doesn't wear glasses now.
So
I'm
there's
thinking
two
about
of
it.
these
He
guys
might
running
be too.
Bro, he looks like an elf. Check it out. So I'm ordering Smash Bros from this guy, and he's like, it's a very good game. Like, do you want to put reserves on anything else? I'm like, nah, man, I'm cool. He said, do you want the fighter pass? You can save $6 if you get the fighter pass. And you get all 6 DLC characters. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'll do that. And he's like, okay, good. And like, there was a dude on the computer, like another dude, and he goes, move.
Right.
He shoved the dude over. He
Yeah.
told
Like he
him to
wants
move.
his commission.
Bro, that's how
We
hungry
made
this guy was
zero,
for money.
but there's zero commission.
He was
Oh.
like move.
So why even do that?
Because, man, GameStop is cutthroat. So the GameStop of today and the GameStop that I work at,
Yeah.
when I did work there, two different GameStops. So the one I was at, the GameStop I was at during this period of time was numbers based. So every time someone came in, you saw them as a number. You didn't even see them as like almost like a person.
They told you this at training.
I don't know if I can reveal.
I'll have to. You can
I have
talk
to
about
say-
anything. It's cool.
Yeah,
No pressure though.
Fuck
No,
it,
no
fuck it.
pressure.
I don't
no
even care.
pressure.
I don't care. So like,
No pressure.
I got into it twice with a district manager and also the CEO of GameStop.
You met with the CEO.
Yeah, he made when the new guy left. I think it was he left Walmart. I forget his name, and he's like back. He's like stepping down now. He was making like a tour to like all the GameStops, all like the high selling GameStops in like United States. So it's like Texas is one of them. They have a couple stores. Pennsylvania has like a couple stores. The Chamonix being one of them due to volume. Oxford Valley, King of Prussia, et cetera, et cetera. And I remember he was trying to critique me on the way that like I push games, and like you seen how when I was in there, dude, I had like I didn't even have to like go up to people. People were coming up to me because I established that culture with myself that like people would be like, "Oh man, did you play da da da?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, man, I play. You should definitely like pick it up, get it used, like so you can bring it back if you're not feeling it, stuff like that." So I always had like the same people. What do you call it? Like you had
A group.
no. More than a group, like
Regulars.
regulars. Thank you.
Regulars.
I had like a long list of regulars that came in
Just to see you.
just to see me
Yeah.
and see what I thought on the game. And if I wasn't there, they'd be like, "I'll come back another day." It's like that type of thing. So he was like, what they call it? They called it the I forget the term that they used, but like it was about the point of sale. So like you'd come in and then have to be an open-ended response. I couldn't be like, "Oh, like," I'd be like, "Hey, how are you?" And you'd be like, "Good." That'd be like a negative like interaction right there. So I'd be like, "Hey, what brings you into GameStop?" So you have to say more than one word, and then you'd be like, "Oh, I'm just looking," and then I would be like, or they would be like, "Oh, since you're looking, here's the Smash just came out.
Right.
If you pre-order that, then you get the what he said, the Fighters Pass, blah blah blah." Like you're
Yeah.
shooting these
Yeah,
like
you're giving
you're
them
shooting these
options.
points. I was never about that.
Yeah.
You don't like giving people options?
No,
No,
I wasn't about being a robo.
He wasn't trying to jump down their throat. He was trying to be more
Right. personal.
Because, bro, this guy that pushed the dude aside on the computer, he was like, "Move," and he caught
Right.
himself too. He was like, "My bad. I'm just really into this." I was just like, "Oh,
Right.
snap!" Like he's acting like a human being.
Right.
He's making sure that people come back to the store. Like you're the
Right.
saving grace at GameStop because you're not trying to like be like, "Yo, this DLC." You're being like, "This is a cool game.
Right.
You should play it. I like it. This
Right.
is why I like it." But everyone there is GameStop is cutthroat. Just
It's
like you said,
cutthroat,
man.
and it's like they changed it. So back when I was there, it was like people were getting fired if they didn't hit like their quotas, and the quotas were like
no commission.
no commission, and that's crazy. People think that GameStop's commission based, but dude, you don't make $1. The only thing that we get that I guess is like great like bonuses is free games. But like after a while, there's dead periods throughout the year where there's like no games coming out, and then you're getting like Paragon, and you're like, I don't even want that for free. I don't even want it for free.
Right.
Like it's like
I'm gonna
that.
play this.
Right.
Nah.
So it's like yeah, it's cool, but you don't make commission, and like you're working like these hours, and then they just wanted you to stand the whole time, and they just wanted you to every single person that came in, they wanted that person to know what was like the sale or like what was whatever it's called
Right.
of the day. And it's like I would let them do the thing, then I'd greet them, say what's up, let them know. Eventually, in the game that they're interested, then I would cater it in.
Right.
Like I wouldn't just like see Andrew, "Yo, Andrew, by the way,
Yeah.
reserve 2 games, or if you trade in 5 games, you get $100 credit."
Yeah, I would look at you funny if you did that too.
Right.
But I would acknowledge like it's your job. I understand that like if a supervisor was in with
Right.
you, you'd probably be like doing your pitches and stuff because you know what you got to do. But like,
I wasn't even doing it when the supervisor was in. I was just because they knew that I was good enough where I didn't have to do that.
yeah,
So
That's cool.
I never had to worry about it.
yeah,
Because
that's
my numbers were always like solid. And then once you get your regulars, you get the power up card,
Mm.
the yearly card. So I would say to people like, "Oh, your thing's expiring. You got like a couple more weeks left. You don't have to worry about that today." And they'd be like, "Oh, you know what? I'll do it today." Like when I'll be like, "Oh, sure," and then they'd be like, "Yeah." You know what I mean? When you have it like that, whereas people are like, "Oh, Ryan, your power up expires in a month. Do you want to renew it now? You'll save $5 in your game, but I have to pay $15. But you'll save $5 because that is 100% profit for GameStop."
I think there's a difference between like pushing it like that and just like
Right.
giving the person the information.
Right.
Dude.
So if you give the person information, it's like
And leave it in their hands.
the ball in the court.
Yeah, they're more. It's with anything. If you make somebody think that it's their idea,
Right.
they're gonna go through and do it. But yeah, that's
Exactly.
just what I wanted to get at. Yo, GameStop is aggressive, and I think I understand why. It's because they're being outsourced by Amazon and all these other places that are just like killing it with sales. So they're trying to stay alive. Like it's 2018, and they're a store that just sells video games.
Yeah.
That's why they brought all that merchandise stuff.
Well,
in
they
there,
bought
where You can
out-
buy the shirts.
Yeah.
And you can buy everything else, like the anime stuff. That's
Yeah.
all there because of.
They bought out ThinkGeek. So
Really?
GameStop took over ThinkGeek.
Wow.
3 years ago.
I didn't know that.
So that's why you see all that like memorabilia
Stuff
and
in there.
all that stuff in there, because they're just trying, because they know that there's a huge switch into digital games now. Like
Yeah.
I only buy select games physically.
Yeah, it's interesting because when that first started happening, everyone was against the digital.
Right, because they were like, "Oh, what's the point? I want the case." But then now people are like,
Well, there also wasn't. They wanted to share their games. I remember
Right.
that being the big topic at the time.
Right.
Is that if it's digital and it's only on my console, how am I going to share it with my
Right.
friend?
well, that's when the game share came out, where the like Sony Xbox were like, "Oh, if I connect Andrew's information to my console, my information to his console, make his primary, he makes mine primary on his, we can share digital games." So instead of paying $59.99, $63.58 after tax, I'm now paying $32.
Yeah, I think that definitely solved the problem in that you usually only have like a couple of people you share games with like
Right.
that. You know, like only people that you trust and that
Right.
you really respect their game choices.
Right.
But
Someone
yeah,
that you know will at least pay half for about 85% of the games that you like recommend to play.
absolutely. I mean, I think it still sucks that you can only trade with those people.
Right.
You know, like you still lost that freedom of giving it to anyone.
To
but
anyone, yeah.
I guess you give that up with the easy access you have on your computer, the space you save in your home,
Right.
Because you don't have these digital, physical copies.
Right. And one of the things that GameStop, I think they lost, it used to be to me, was their culture. That's back when I was there, was word of mouth. You know, like you said, if I'm talking to a couple dudes and then I tell Andrew, it's like, "Yo, you got to play this game," Andrew's going to go to his homies and be like, "Yeah, I was talking to this cool dude at GameStop."
Definitely,
And,
it's
like,
cool first.
Yeah. Yeah, right? He's like, "Yo," and he, like, knows all this stuff. Like, and I know that you're saying blah, blah, blah. And it's like, "Yo, see, go talk to him. You're thinking about getting that game, go talk to him."
Yeah.
Like, and it breeds that culture, where now it's like, it's almost like a cell phone store. Where you go in and someone's with a tablet right in your face,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, "Oh, new iPhone's out.
Right.
I just got one.
Right.
Oh, you could trade it in and get."
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like a weird culture. It's like they lost their identity. A little
Word of
bit.
mouth is the best form of marketing.
Well, has it grown as a company over the past few years?
Yes.
I mean, it's always been shitty to return games. Like
They're
you
they're
Yeah.
fighting, bro. They're
They're
fighting.
fighting.
To stay
There's-
afloat.
yeah, they are fighting
They're
to
fighting
stay
to
afloat.
stay afloat.
Because the CEO, I think he came from Walmart, and now he's leaving, and he's only been there for 3 years.
So he's been there for well, that's a decent amount of time,
Just-
right?
bro, for a CEO,
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
it's a sinking
like he
ship.
changed the whole culture from what it was. That's, I mean, one of the reasons I left was because of that, and also because I wanted to start my career with my major I got from college.
Right.
So that was two years ago, 2.5 years ago.
Was it
when I left.
everything that you wanted it to be? Because you're somebody that's like, you're different. You're not some dude with no options. You're
Right.
somebody who loves video games, and you
Right.
just want to have a job where you're around video games,
Right.
which is everyone's dream. So,
Right.
like, did you walk away disenfranchised, or were
Yeah, I was a little tight that I walked away because I had some things in the work where I was trying to be a DM, like
Okay.
a district manager,
district manager?
and then but it's like the potential of growth at GameStop is tough.
I feel like there's not.
well, were you
Like,
trying to grow in that company? And it sounded
Well-
like you're just using it for the video games.
Nah, because I know how I was. I could influence other stores to have the same practices that I was
Were
successful
you like
at.
the manager?
I was like assistant, pretty
Okay.
much.
Okay.
Like I had keys to the store, pretty much.
So how did you meet the CEO or like the former CEO?
he was
But he
visiting.
was visiting.
He was
He was
visiting.
taking like a United States tour,
Yeah.
Okay.
going to different GameStops. CEO, president. I forget what he was, but it was one of those two.
Yeah, I just wanted to point that out before I got into it. I was watching a YouTube video because after my experience at GameStop, like a few weeks ago,
All right.
I go a lot.
All right.
I was like, "There's something up with this place." So I YouTubed
in
like,
Chamonix,
GameStop.
right?
There's
Or
one
the
in
one in
Phil. There's
Broad-
one in Philadelphia.
Is that
I
Broad
went
Street
to.
that you go to?
It's right by Center. It's right by Center City. It's right by Town Hall. It's like right. It's past Chinatown. I don't think it's Broad Street.
Oh, is it on Market?
It's the
Yeah,
Market
the
Street
Market
one.
one.
I was there.
It's
and
on 11th.
Yeah, and no shade. I had a interesting
Small
experience
store,
there.
too.
It's
Very
very,
small
very
store.
small. So I looked up GameStop on YouTube, and there's just stories after stories of like people that work there and just like or that went in and got like harassed, and it's the aggressive marketing that you're talking
Right.
about that's like the main problem.
Right.
And it's just,
Harassed by the people that work there.
yeah, just like they don't leave you alone. They don't
Like
leave
you're
you
walking
alone,
in,
man.
you're looking at the shelf, and then you're just looking. Need help with anything? No,
Nah,
I'm
I'm
okay.
And they just keep coming back.
Like,
Okay,
yeah.
we got this, and that, and it's just like, yo, I'm good. I
Yeah.
feel like
Like-
people who, it's different, man. So I went to Target, and I was looking for a gift for someone. I'm not even gonna reveal. I almost revealed it really fast. I was looking for a game. Let's just say I was looking for a game for
Right.
somebody for a Christmas gift, right? I go in, and there's a lady. This happens every single time. That goes up to the guy at the store, and says what they want to hear, and that is, I have a son. He plays video games. I don't know what he's gonna like.
Right.
They love
Yeah.
that because they're
Right.
just
Ching.
like, oh,
Dude, that's how it was at GameStop.
let me
they're like,
let me sell you all these crappy games.
but they'll sell you anything. They'll sell you the most expensive thing. Like, dude, I was in GameStop looking for this same game.
Right.
You'll love this. A guy came in, bro. I was about to put this on Instagram. Comes into the store. He has a beanie on, just full winter gear, right?
Right.
Looking around. He goes, "Excuse me, ma'am." She's like, "Yeah, cashier. What's a Minecraft?" I was like,
Ha.
"Oh." I said, "You're
Easy.
done. You
Easy
just
bread.
jumped.
Let me
Yeah,
tell
you're
you.
easy bread.
You jumped into the piranha
Right.
tank,
You're
my friend."
you're spending $200 now.
Yeah, he's like, "What is a Minecraft?" He goes,
Right.
"What are you playing on?" I was like, "Oh,
Dude, like
it's over."
Like when I would see like the soccer moms,
Yeah.
soccer moms come in. Like I've seen people that I worked with, they would be like, "Oh, I'm looking to get an Xbox. I have like a 9-year-old. He wants an Xbox.
Yeah.
He's like 9." And then he'd be like, "Oh, well, we have an Xbox that's like Sea of Thieves edition. Why would you sell her that?"
Because,
You know
bro,
what I mean? It's like
that's the shady stuff because they really
Right.
don't know, right?
Right.
And it's like they'll throw in anything. Like they'll throw in the passes, they'll throw in the special editions because that
Exactly.
parent doesn't know. Part of me is like, talk to your kid, man. Know
Right.
your kid a little bit better before you go and buy this.
Exactly.
But there's good intention behind it. But those people, man, and when I say those people, not every GameStop employee. You're
Right.
obviously really cool, but I
Right.
feel like the general culture of that organization is like, sell up. Like they don't
Yeah.
know about the product. Bro,
Yeah.
sell up. And
Right.
it's just, jeez, man. Like,
if you don't know about the product, you'll never be successful like just in sales in general. Like you
Right.
have to, or just know about anything. Like if you're trying to convince someone to get something, if you don't know about it,
Yeah.
like half the people that work at GameStop,
I
you
was
would
talking
think
about
they
I was
would
talking
know
about
about
the
the games?
consumer doesn't know.
the consumer.
Yeah, because then the
Yeah.
GameStop employee just runs a
But
train
the
on
parent,
them.
I can't fault the parents depending on the age. Like when you see parents who are like, we'll say like 40 and up,
Yeah.
they definitely are a little more disconnected. But when you
Right.
see like a young parent,
Mhm.
they know what
Yeah.
they're getting for.
Right.
So they're kind of harder to sell.
Mhm.
But it's like you see that parent and they don't know what they're doing. Make their life easier. Make their life easier. Don't
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, you should get this brand new system. By the way, get a controller on it."
Right.
It's like, calm down. Recommend a pre-owned one first, because if it's a 9-year-old kid, he's not gonna
Yeah.
know. Saves her money.
Right.
He's happy.
Right.
Second thing, tell her, hey, you're gonna need online.
Mhm.
He's a 9-year-old kid. Don't recommend a year for $60. Just say,
Totally.
here, get the 1 month, try it out for like $9. Yeah, it's just like simple things. You got to see them,
Right.
listen to them, see what their needs are,
Yeah.
and don't go past their needs or their means. Like just keep it simple.
You ever see that Cat Williams bit where he was just like, my son wanted a PS3 game. He's like, Daddy can do this all day, but we can buy a Nintendo 64. It was
Right.
like old one, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? He's talking about how he could buy Nintendo 64 games all day for his
Right.
kid, and his kid would love it just the same.
Hey,
you know?
wouldn't know.
I mean, that's the big thing. But anyway, back on topic. So the day of, I got it, right?
Right.
Friend was coming over from out of town to play it.
Solid.
Solid if you have the right controllers. So my boy had the GameCube controllers. I
For
was
the
like,
Switch
cool.
or just
no
GameCube?
for GameCube for Smash.
Ultimate.
So-
Smash Ultimate.
No. For GameCube, he had the.
Okay.
He had like the 2001 GameCube controller.
Right.
So Ryan and I were just playing on it.
Right.
Needed the converter, the back to back.
That little white cube thing.
It's a white cube, but what really is, the one I bought is like a long black thing with the different inputs in there.
Right.
I needed a day of, bro, because I knew I was going into the weekend. When I say I called every GameStop,
They don't have it. They don't carry it.
None of them had it.
I can tell you why too.
I called one guy,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Yo, do you have the GameCube controller converter?" You know what he said?
What'd
He's
he
like, "I literally just sold my last one just now." I was
Right.
like, "Dude," so I called every Best Buy.
Right.
I did all this on work. Like I would edit, I'd call, I'd edit, I'd call.
Right.
Didn't find it, bro. I'm about to drop some knowledge on you. Keep that in the tank because I want to hear why they don't have it. Because literally, I'm calling everywhere. And I know it's the day of Smash Bros. Release, so it makes sense that they would be sold out of this everywhere. But there's got to be some, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm editing and somebody comes in from news, and they're talking to me about like the holidays and video games and Christmas and stuff, and they go, you know what? I know this mom and pop game store. You know, like the game stores that are just they're like third tier. They don't belong to GameStop, nothing like that.
Yeah, there used to be one in Willow Grove called Play and Trade.
Yeah.
Play and Trade.
Play and Trade.
Play
Yeah.
and Trade. Yeah.
Play and Trade.
That was there for a few years too.
Yeah, there's a Game Retro.
I
There's
know Game Retro.
There's shout out to this one place.
There's one in Bristol, really good one.
Right.
Really good. I can't remember the name though.
Shout out to this one spot called Game Fix with 2 X's. He was like, you should check out Game Fix. Never heard of it. I Googled it. There's no pictures of it. I just had an address.
Yeah,
I went there.
That's all you get.
Bro, I went there.
It's a haven.
It's a haven, man. All the special editions of games, like they had the special editions of Sonic Mania, like all the stuff that was sold out there.
Right.
They had like 30 different converters. I'm like, bro, this is the spot.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, I was so happy I picked it up. Now I had to pay $10 more.
They are. They only have like really niche games. They don't have like commercial games there.
Oh, they do have, but like you're right, they really do have niche games, like games that are like
Games
older,
that you wouldn't be able to get.
right,
really.
Yeah.
older stuff, and they had the converters there, and I was so happy, and I'm like, this is what it's about, man. In this day and age, right? You have these corporations that can't deliver. They can't.
Right.
I just found this little mom and pop place and got a converter for only $10 more than I wanted it. I was like, bro, that's it. And dude, we had
That's
a
love.
great weekend. We played it all weekend. It was the best. But
Right.
yeah, why don't they have those things?
All
there?
right, so the funny thing about Nintendo, because I remember this, and this was like word of mouth from like the higher ups at GameStop. Nintendo, all their stuff is always sold out because they undership it. So like when we got
Is that to encourage you to buy off the website?
no, it's meaning you
Nintendo
better
website.
reserve their stuff because you're not gonna see it for a while.
Okay.
You know how when Smash comes out, it's like, dude, you might if you don't get it the day of, you might not get it for like a week or two.
That's what happened.
That's
Yeah.
what happened. So
Is that what happened to you? Is that why you didn't buy it? I was
I didn't
surprised when I heard you didn't get it.
Yeah, I didn't get it because
Yeah, I was.
I
Too,
wanted-
because I asked you guys, and you
Yeah.
was like, "Nope,
yeah, so I didn't get it because
You have a Switch, Ryan?
I don't." I've
I
considered
highly
getting
recommend.
one.
There's a bundle
So-
right now.
Yeah, I just don't want to spend the
Two
money
Joy-Cons,
on it. You know, it's just-
Switch.
that's what it
He's
comes-
right though. I can't say.
I feel that.
I got it as a gift, bro.
How much is a Switch normally?
It's like
300?
300.
300?
$299.
So $299, right?
Yeah.
I can send you a link if you really want one. You can get the Switch, 2 Joy-Con controllers, and Smash, $309.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
That's not bad at all, but it's still $309.
100%. I agree.
I mean, you save a lot of money on the controllers, so
And
if you
the
already
game.
got to buy a Switch, it's fucking like a no.
yeah, that's like
you
a
know?
nice $120 save right
And that's
there.
a nice little system there. They're getting pretty popular, right?
Oh,
I mean, I
dude.
think they're doing better than Xbox at least.
They
Xbox
they
not
Is
They
that true?
They are.
Xbox isn't being too hot. They're PS4 is vastly overtaken
PS4
Xbox from
is
what
on-
critics have said.
PS4 is on pace to being one of the best-selling consoles of all time.
Yeah. No, it's
really?
it's
Yeah.
amazing.
So
It's
number
amazing.
one,
Do they like play in inflation and all that stuff?
no, not best-selling, most sold console.
Most units.
Most
sold.
units
Okay.
sold.
Do you think that's
Did Red
a
Dead come out for
reflection?
Xbox?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a reflection of the growth of the gaming industry?
No, I think that's a reflection on the amount of quality games PlayStation has put out since its debut. So Xbox has barely put out any like exclusive titles. We all know that. Like 360 was loaded. Cause remember
Well,
360?
Halo. They had Halo.
What was
Right.
that? What was that? I didn't mean to speak over
It's
you.
okay. Go ahead.
No. What was that parkour one where you're fighting zombies and you're skating around?
Dying Light.
Dying Light.
No. It was like Sunshine, some Maximum
Oh,
Overdrive. Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive.
That game is hot.
Never
You like
heard
that
of it.
game? I hated that game.
Oh, that game's hot, bro. I wanted
Made
to
by a
play
great
this so
studio
bad.
though. Shout out to
But yeah, the
Insomniac.
Switch. I mean, the Switch is doing, if anything, better.
Because
than
here's
the Wii
why.
or
Because
the Wii U. Those
because
things were just
when Switch
failures.
first came out, it was sold with Zelda, right? It was almost bundled. So like if you bought a
Breath of
Switch,
the
you
Wild,
bought
yeah.
Zelda for $350, I think. So our store when I was there, because I think that was the last console before I left. I think I literally left like 5 months after that console came out. That was 2016, I think. Yeah. Anyway, our store had 9 Switches. Whereas when the PS4 came out, it was 200. When Xbox One came out, it was like 150. So we had 9 Switches. And
But it's grown. Like I think people didn't really
Yeah.
know what to expect from it.
But what I
just
was
the fact
saying-
that it's basically, in my opinion, the Switch is basically a home console and also a portable console. So
Yeah.
they almost like defeated the purpose of a
the
DS.
the best thing about it, the funniest thing about it is that you use it portably inside your home. That's the funny thing about it.
That's my favorite thing about
Yeah.
it. Bro, right before I went to sleep last night, I was
You
playing
got it on
Owlboy
bed,
in my
just
bed.
like
Yeah,
that.
with the headphones on.
Yep.
You turned me on to that, the Xenoblade
awesome.
Chronicles with the headphones on. I was so deep in that game, dude.
I forgot you got it. How do you like it?
I didn't get it. I was playing it with you.
Oh, okay.
When
well,
I was
Do
over your house.
you guys use headphones?
Got it.
I
Play
do.
games?
I
Really?
do.
I've never done it like that. Like there's
Speakers on it
a
are not
headset
that well.
for talking on online games. Sure, of course you have to.
Mhm.
But I mean, I've never even thought about.
I
playing with, like,
plug
headphones.
my headset into my PS4 controller
that
just
too.
to get my audio.
I
So
do
you
that
guys
too.
do it more as like a movie experience.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when I
100%.
buy a game, bro, I like to go deep.
Right.
Okay, how
into
deep we
that
talking?
game. What?
How deep we talking?
Deep, like my
2 balls.
my room is my door is locked. I'm not wearing any clothes. There's no lights on in the room. There's just the TV and the headphones in, and I'm absorbing this game. You better
Oh,
believe when Kingdom
Dude,
Hearts.
let me
comes
show
out,
you
I'm
guys.
deep.
I upgraded my room a little bit. Did you see it? You guys see it on my Instagram? The lights
No.
I put in.
Yeah, I'm just wrapped in blankets, dude. I'm just no clothes, just wrapped in blankets, like in a blanket,
Mm-hmm.
just cocoon, and just the TV screen is as big as the entire room. That's how it feels. Yeah, see.
Oh yeah.
wanna
So
get
am I?
this
Am I? I have a TV right there, and I got my desk right there.
For those who can't see, Sheldon just bordered his walls with LED lights. It looks like the club.
Right. So like I was playing Kingdom Hearts, and I'm headphones in, locked in,
Yeah.
lights off, and
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
got that thing just turning different moods,
Oh.
and I'm just like fighting Argus. I'm like, and then the lights are just going red on me, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I was like, oh.
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts will do that to you. But real quick with Smash, anybody who's watching, hold that thought.
Before Smash,
Okay.
I just want to finish the Nintendo thing.
Sure.
So Nintendo underloads, or whatever the term is, to stores, so that when they reveal the numbers saying, for this month we sold this much. Well, yeah, because there's no more to get. So it's always high because people are like a frenzy. And Nintendo has a weird fan base. It's just a frenzy. It's rabid
Can I
for
ask you-
all their stuff.
Can I ask you a question?
Right.
Why are Joy-Cons $80?
I have no idea.
Joy-Cons,
And to
by the
me,
way, the
they
Switch
feel like the
controllers.
cheapest piece of plastic.
I
I
feel,
feel like I'm going to break it. My
that's
hand's
how
like,
I feel when I take
and
it
I'm
off.
nervous.
Like when I'm pulled off the Switch, I'm like, oh God, please don't break. Oh my God.
And you know-
please
you know
don't
how when
break.
You're
it
afraid of
clicks?
the controller breaking.
Yes.
The Joy-Cons are the things on the side
Yeah.
of the Switch.
And you know when it clicks in or when it clicks out, I feel like, oh, dude, I just broke something.
I'm
off.
so nervous. Yeah.
Every time I'm like, I just broke something
I'm
off.
so nervous.
And I
They're
had
surprisingly durable though.
and I had a couple of the roommates
What
playing.
makes them feel cheap?
Maybe it's because they're so small,
They're small, and there's like this little hook button in the back that you press to pull it out,
and
if
it
you
feels
try-
so weak.
Yeah, if you
like
tried
flims.
to, if you tried to pull it out without that, it would be so ugly, bro.
It's
Like,
definitely made for a child's hand, not for like us. Because like before, I didn't realize that thing was clamped down.
Yeah.
so
Playing
I'm
the
like,
wrong console.
dude,
Me
I'm
too.
like pulling this thing out. I'm like, dude, this is not coming out.
Me too. I was like, bro, I'm about to pull really hard here.
Right.
I don't want to rip this game
That's
console.
what I'm saying. Because dude, like $80 for that. It's this big.
It's ridiculous.
I'm like $80 for that.
Yeah.
I can't justify it.
No.
I can't justify that. There is a lot of tech in
Yeah.
it, like a lot of tech.
God
Like,
bless.
I'll give that to Nintendo. They can make a console.
Oh my God.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, the Switch and the Wii the Wii and the Wii U were definitely failures, but I think they learned a
Wii
lot.
wasn't. That's the best-selling console of all time.
Well,
Sorry,
I guess
best sold
so
console of all time.
The Wii was interesting, where I think it was hyped up because it was so revolutionary and everyone wanted one.
And
I remember
anyone
when
can
it first
play it.
came out, everyone wanted one because it was such a different console.
Dude, the
But in
best-selling
terms
game is
of-
Wii Sports. That's
But
the
in-
best
yeah,
selling
but
game.
I'm saying
Like,
in
it's crazy.
terms of like actual like gamer games, like
Right.
it was a very poor console for them.
Horrible.
You know, it really
the only
played to the mainstream.
The only great game that came out on the Wii was one of the Metroids and Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Metroid game that came out.
But yeah, do you remember any other games other than like maybe Super Smash Bros. Wii, which people are Brawl, which
That was
everyone
Brawl.
says is like the
Zero
worst one.
Heroes or something like that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No More Heroes.
No More Heroes,
I
that
think
was
that's
a
what
great
it's
game.
called. Man.
That's it. That's all I can think of right now.
Yeah,
Mario Galaxy 2. That's a good one.
There was that black and
I
white
never played
one.
it, so I
I
can't say.
forget what that black and white one was called. But anyway, yeah, back to Smash real quick. For anybody watching, I'm not sure if the patch is going to update it, but there's a real quick way to unlock the characters. What you do, and if you're familiar with Smash, when you first get it, your characters are kind of like random encounters. This is so funny. So this was going around on YouTube. I learned it, and we unlocked all 75 in a day. It was awesome. So what
Like
you
a
do
full day, like a 2 hours.
is just like a full evening.
right.
After work,
Nice
everybody
little
came
5
over.
hours,
Yeah.
like
So
10
like
p.m.
5 hours. If you got time to sit down and you want to set it up for everybody, this is what you do. And I was telling somebody to do this because
I'm
he
gonna
bought it
do
for
this
his kids.
because I can't play mine yet.
Hopefully they don't patch it because it's been out for a bit. So what you do is you go Smash, right?
Right.
You start a 1v1 match with the computer. As soon as it starts, kill yourself. Press A, go through all the select stuff. A character will appear. Always. If you kill yourself in that first match, it will always appear. You beat the character. Get it? Quit out of the game. Do the exact same thing again.
75 times.
75 times.
Is it really hard to unlock them normally?
Dude, so we
You have
were...
to go through the story, right?
No. You don't. You just have to do that. Just play Smash. Just kill yourself in the first match. After a character will appear, beat the character. You get the character, quit out the game, do it again. It'll take 4 minutes as opposed to the like 20, 30-minute timer they have on there of you playing Smash for a character to appear.
Right.
So just have that glitch going, and
So
it's 4 minutes for every character.
it's patched?
Where,
It might be. I don't know because
Ooh,
I
that's-
have everything unlocked.
I don't think Nintendo should patch.
I'm
Here's-
saying
here's
we're
what-
talking minutes as opposed to like days to unlock these characters.
Well, yeah, you would. It would definitely be over the course of days. So like we unlocked all 75 in like 5 or 6 hours, which is awesome. Here's the
But
thing,
was
though.
it-
You got to bring your A game because the CPU is hard this
heard
time around, bro. It's hard to unlock these characters. We couldn't beat Mewtwo and we couldn't beat Cloud
Really?
until like we had to
Cloud's
keep retrying
always
them.
hard,
It was
man.
tough.
But like, was it as hard? Because Melee was also a very difficult character to unlock game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think the first one, Smash N64, was very easy to unlock the characters. Melee, it got really hard.
Yeah.
And in Brawl, like unbelievably easy, like a little too easy.
Brawl was definitely for like the young.
But
kids.
I remember,
Oh, yeah,
I didn't like that one.
yeah, but I remember
like
Melee.
that one.
Melee was a man's game, definitely. Melee.
4 was a man's
Well,
game.
Melee, you had to play 24 hours straight to unlock, to have Mewtwo challenge you.
Right.
Or beat everyone's something else and like. No, you couldn't even do the one because you had to like beat everyone's like target test, but
Right.
you couldn't do it with Mr. Game & Watch because you had to unlock every character before you could get unlock Game & Watch.
Right.
So it was just like a pain in the fucking ass. Like literally took me like a year to unlock Mewtwo. Just because of that
A
fact.
year after release, that's wild.
But like
That's crazy.
it's not gonna take you months to unlock these characters, right?
Unless they patch it up. If they patch it up and you're not good at the game, the CPU will run a train on you and you'll never be able to get the characters.
Right.
So like you
The
got
one thing I don't like about the game, I don't know what it. I just don't like that
You talking
when
about New
some
Smash?
Yeah, New Smash. When when some epic's going on, and it's called what's it called? What's the move? The Final Smash move or whatever. I don't like how the camera gets zoomed up close.
Oh, for
I don't
the,
like
the
that.
final count. Yeah,
Because sometimes you see them not even hit them and they just go flying. It's like a little tech.
yeah.
Just a little tech issue.
That was what was happening today when you got that final kill. And,
Yeah,
like, the screen
yeah.
goes red.
It's because
That's
I
the
was I know why? Because I
What
was
happened?
super accurate with my punches. So like it's like and then
Who are you
it would
playing with,
fly.
Lil Mac?
No, I was playing with Ridley, I think.
And then
I
he's
played King K. Rool.
he was playing as the Inkling. He was
played Inkling. Yeah,
he
Inkling.
I hear they're
he
OP.
served me up. He served me
They're
up with
OP.
Inkling.
Inkling was pretty good. I was
Yeah.
very because like the match starts and like, oh, you picked Inkling.
Yeah,
And I was
Right.
like-
Jameson
I
was
was like,
like,
yeah. He goes, he's kind of a technical character. You're probably not gonna be good with him. And I like, fuck you. I'm gonna
Right.
show you how good I am with.
Right.
Him.
start rolling
My favorite
everyone.
character to play was Shulk. I love.
Wow,
Yeah, he's pretty good.
You're
He's
rare,
pretty
but
good.
you love Xenoblade, which is kind of
Oh, so good.
yeah. But I don't like Show.
Well, I like his
I like Cloud.
I like his ability.
cool.
The ability switch that he
Oh,
has.
yeah.
Where he has that
that's-
wheel.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's super
When you
cool.
make
Like
when you use the power one, I like the power.
I like the
switch.
power and the speed.
I would argue that in this game, King K. Rool is probably the best character. When you
King
get
K.
it,
Rool's pretty fucking good.
when you get it, you'll
Yeah.
see. You'll see.
But what's his belly move? Like he does a belly move, and like I kept getting hit by people, so clearly I was doing nothing.
I
Right.
think that this is what
Is
happens.
it counter?
It is. it's kind of almost like the villager's ability when you know how villager can grab a projectile and pull it into him.
Yeah.
I think, and I may be completely wrong on this, that when you get hit, you press the down B, you absorb the hit, and then I think your next attack has
like
the,
over B?
the
Oh,
strength of
crown,
that. It's
sorry.
down B,
Yeah,
and
down
in
B.
Smash, the counters are always down B.
Okay.
Have you played it in handheld mode? I couldn't because I'd snap it in half.
I did, and I was wrecking people online. But then I was probably playing 12-year-olds.
How
so
you
I'm
like
not
that
proud of
lag
myself.
though? That lag online is pretty bad.
Dude, it was pretty bad, but I'm right near my. Okay, so let's talk about the online. I don't want to spend the whole podcast talking about Smash, even though we could. I was playing right near my router the whole
got
time,
one.
right? So I'm watching the Nintendo Direct that they put out.
I know
and,
exactly. what you're
yeah,
gonna say.
right. And they're
They're
like,
sneaky, man.
they're so
sneaky.
So they
Because they knew the game was gonna have an online
me.
issue,
What
so
they
what they released
Yeah.
a LAN for it.
Yeah. So
So you pay money to get a better.
No, you pay $80 for this box that you plug into the Switch.
yeah, I don't
and
know
you
how
plug
much
an
it is.
Ethernet into it.
Yeah, you
But I'm
plug it.
saying, oh, so you have direct.
Yeah.
So you have
Direct
direct connection.
But
So
like-
it's like it's an investment for a Smash.
What makes it
You
sketchy is
think they
that
did that on purpose?
100%.
that's what I'm saying. Because in the Direct, they actually say like the internet could be poor, and it's just like,
Right.
bro, why would they shoot down their own
Right.
product in the video? And then
Right.
the next thing was, that's why we recommend buying the Nintendo Ethernet. I'm like,
Wow, that's
Cause
a power
Sneaky. It is a power move because they know that everyone's gonna buy it because
Right.
you need it. You can't play Smash competitive or not even competitive
Yeah.
online with a lag.
to be fair, we were playing Titus. Jameson and I were playing Titus
Okay.
online.
Yeah.
He lives in Philadelphia. I live in Philadelphia. It was fine. It was
Right.
actually pretty good.
What about button
But when
delay?
you start to go global,
I didn't see any of it.
Couldn't notice
people,
it.
People were saying, yo, if you have the GameCube controller and GameCube adapter, there's going to be button delay. Haven't seen it.
Are you using it? Are you using the Joy-Cons?
Oh, dude, you better believe we're using the GameCube controller.
So I'm gonna have to get one.
Yeah, but you can buy them on Amazon for $25 now. It's not even that bad.
Wireless. Or do you have yours
The
wired?
wireless ones are $50. Welcome to the struggle, bro. I wouldn't have got the converter if I had to.
That's why I hate buying Nintendo products, bro. When I was
Yeah,
at
man.
GameStop, I was like, dude, I refuse to buy the Switch.
because
I
you see
refuse-
it all. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
'cause
see
I
it go down.
and I'm like, yo, Nintendo is fucking expensive.
they're crazy. They're like Apple.
everything.
They're like Apple, man. Their technique is like Apple. Man.
And the crazy thing is, their fan base is like, I
Very
need
loyal.
it. They're like, I
Yeah.
need it. Whereas like PlayStation will, what's the word? Cower to the backlash. To be like, okay. Like,
Yeah.
just give it to them. $10 cheaper. $10 cheaper.
so true.
Xbox, same thing. They're like, oh, they want games. Put the games out.
Right.
out. Nintendo's like, call our bluff.
This is PlayStation. People
I
are like,
think no, Nintendo's not afraid of taking risks. Sony is like
That's a good point.
multimedia
That's a good point.
company that has to think about more than just their gaming.
Right.
license.
innovative is the word, man.
show you the most
Innovative is the word.
Keep going. I'm gonna show you the most important picture. Though.
So like people missed Metal Gear Solid, right? So
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation was like, you know what we're gonna do? Metal Gear Solid HD collection. You're welcome. Like their software is always good.
Smart.
Nintendo like,
Makes new stuff.
they make new stuff, and people are like, we want the old stuff, and they're like, they did the Wind Waker remake,
Eh,
but like, dude,
I know you say you want that, but we actually know what
You
you
recognize
want. and
that?
it's
That's from
new,
the Video Game
innovative
Awards 2 weeks ago.
technologies in our video game.
what was going on?
on the
there?
stage right there, they had the president of Nintendo, the president of Sony, of PlayStation, the president of Microsoft.
So
That's
who's,
awesome.
all on
who's
the
the
stage at
man
the
in
same
that
time.
picture?
And people were thinking, you have Andrew House in the middle for PlayStation, Phil Spencer for Xbox, and I can't remember the guy's name for Nintendo.
He's
You're not
legendary,
thinking.
too.
You're not
He's a
thinking.
legend.
You're not thinking of interconnectivity, are you?
Dude, everyone when they were all three of them, when all
That
three
would
of them
be-
were on
That would
stage.
be huge.
Yeah, when all three of
They've
them
been
were on
asking
stage.
for that since the original Xbox,
Right.
man.
Right. When all
How
three of them
long
were on
before?
stage, because I watched it live, everyone was going nuts. Everyone was like, dude, if they announce like crossplay for everything, it's game. Because that brings
but, like,
Nintendo
how-
so high into the
But how
equation.
do they benefit from that? How does Sony and Microsoft
Here's the
benefit
thing.
from allowing Switch to get into their market? Because really, they own that market. I mean, you
Yeah,
could
Sony-
say
Sony
you could say Sony
owns-
even has run away with it at this point.
Sony
because-
got the game of the year too.
Well, I'm saying like you could even argue that Sony's running away with the online market solely because
Yeah, they took it.
Xbox is taking a back seat.
Right. So Sony definitely controls the market. They've controlled the market for the past 5 years.
They're just big. They own a lot.
No, it's not even that, because remember you said what separated them? It's because of the exclusive games. Bro, God of War,
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn was made from a studio who made Killzone.
I'm really surprised that Kingdom Hearts isn't an exclusive.
I don't
anymore.
I think, here's why I think that. Kingdom Hearts 3 took a very long time to make,
And they gotta
and
get
they
paid.
needed money.
They
gotta get
needed the
paid.
money.
They were like, we can't have this exclusive, because if this does not do well,
All right.
we're going to get shafted.
Let's-
Like I said, on that note, let's just might as well just jump
Okay,
into it.
First, I'm gonna say my thoughts first, right?
Right.
So recently, I don't know how the PR team works at Square Enix, or I shouldn't say PR team, the marketing team. I should research more of this stuff. A lot of what we say on the show is speculation, just from what I see.
Right.
Friday, they posted all morning Kingdom Hearts
All
screenshots,
morning.
Instagram, all morning. And I started to read the comments, and people were like, okay, you're showing too much. Like, dude, like, we don't, like, we want to have some things be a
So
surprise, right?
what kind of screenshots do they post?
Just of, like, every world, character models. Like, they've been hyping this up all year, right?
I think there's some worlds hidden. I don't think they showed all the
That's
worlds.
what I'm hoping. I'm
Right.
really
they have
hoping.
to.
They have to.
I'm really
They
hoping.
have to.
I'm
They
really
literally have to.
At this point, they have to because they've shown so much, right?
They showed a lot.
They did the pop-up shop in Venice where people could like play it in
Right.
Venice, Italy. Then at Disney Resort, did you see they just opened up that one? Where so at Disney Springs Resort, they have the walk-in for Kingdom Hearts 3 where you can play the game, and there's the merchandise and all that stuff for a limited time right now. If you go to Disney World, it's there. I know I sound like a salesman, but yet another pop-up shop, right? And just Instagram post all day. Then this leak happens, right? This leak happens, and I'm like, this is... I don't mean to say this is what you get. I love Square Enix. I respect Tetsuya Nomura so much. I love Kingdom Hearts. But it's like, you guys are pushing.
Right.
You've probably already given like 1,000 review copies out. I know what you've made is great. But now you've gone from not saying anything to Kingdom Hearts to saying so much about it.
Right.
Don't be surprised that it leaked, dude. Like,
Well,
they're ruthless out here.
How do you think the leak happened?
Oh, they revealed how it happened.
How did it
Yeah,
happen?
do
So-
you know? Okay, so
yeah.
Tetsuya said small portion of the game, but you said in the text that it was actual copies. What is
Oh,
it?
bro,
Do
there's
you-
There's 10 copies floating around the world.
there's 50 copies.
There's
copies
50
or-
copies of the video game.
Of the video
On a
game.
Yo, that's
On
wild.
disc.
They must have been
So-
review copies. Yeah.
So
tell
what
me
happened? So what happened was they believe it was either a disgruntled person who works at the distribution took it and then he sold them on Facebook, right? So here's why this dude's a dumbass. Because
They
I'm
found
gonna,
him.
I'm gonna read the statement
They
because
find the guy?
I'm gonna read the statement because I don't think they found him yet.
Tetsuya's from Instagram.
Yeah. So I'm gonna read this out loud. Where is it at? All right. So he said, "We're aware that a small portion of Kingdom Hearts 3 has been circulating online before its official release. We are also aware as to how this all happened, so they know how it happened,
Yeah.
and they're gonna take legal action.
It's a wrap.
because
Wow.
this happened. Remember, Modern Warfare 2, when Game Traders was selling them early,
I remember.
Oh, yeah. I do
Early.
remember
that was a huge upset.
huge. The whole team has been working together since yesterday night, Japan time, to investigate what we can do to better the situation. But first, we would like to ask that you do not share these videos. Meaning that if these videos and there's information coming out, dude, Square Enix will take full, like they will sue.
Yeah.
They're going to sue. This is a warning right here to me. And my eyes when I read this, I'm like, bro, because even the Reddit page, I was on the Reddit page, and some dumbass put up something on there, and the mods took it down fast, and they
Yeah.
were like, and they made an announcement. They said, if anyone puts spoilers on here, we are willing. They were like, us the mods are willing to sacrifice our enjoyment of getting spoiled, so none of you get spoiled.
Isn't it interesting how, like, with the evolution of the internet, we're now having these like internet enforcers that are stopping
So
things from being
so
posted
here's
and
here's
whatnot.
what's upsetting
crazy.
though that Square Enix said. The game's epilogue and secret movie, which are the biggest spoilers in this game, are planned to be released at a later date just in case.
It's so painful.
So they will not be shown before the game's release. So, to me, when I read that, I was like,
pissed.
they're ready. It's either at first I thought that they were going to release the game early because they would have to. Like if this gets bigger than what it is right now. Right now it's
They
very
would have
small.
to- they'd have to.
They would have to release the game early.
Yeah. Otherwise, their market would shrink. You know.
They would have to because their margins are gonna.
Yeah.
It's just gonna shrink, like you
exactly.
said. But I also think that to get ahead of this, they would be like, "Hey, we're just gonna release the secret movie and the epilogue on our YouTube channel. Don't watch it if you don't want,
Oh.
but it's gonna be there just so you can't get spoiled by someone else. You can watch it for yourself."
It's crazy. That's a very aggressive way to clean up this mess. I'm not sure if I would approach it like that. I think what they're doing makes sense. I'm not happy that they're doing it
They have to.
because what if I beat the game faster than I thought I would?
Right.
I kind of want to see what's going on, and now I
Right.
got to wait for that. Like that sucks, you know. So, but it's a classic case of the few people ruining it for the rest
So
of
you're
us.
saying like they're going to wait to release the secret ending, like
And-
they
and-
got to remove it
and
from the
epilogue.
game.
No. They're gonna, if this gets bigger than what it is from illegal leaks and screenshots, they're gonna release it themselves.
Okay.
Meaning
Okay.
that they'll put out a statement.
Is that what it means?
That's how I took it.
I'm taking it as you can beat the game. You're not going to get the secret ending or the epilogue until later. We're going to patch it in.
You
That's
took
what
it as
I
a-
was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying that they took it out?
Like you're
Yeah.
gonna buy the full
Because
game,
they
but
don't-
it's
they
not
don't-
gonna have the secret ending.
Yeah, they don't
until,
want to take any
like-
chances.
Oh, I like that.
That's
I like
what,
that. That's
what
actually. Huh.
that's how I read him saying it as. It could be what you're saying, but I doubt Square
Yeah, I
Enix.
mean, who knows
doubt
if there's a
they'll
way
post
to
it
control
online.
that, you know?
I doubt it, man.
See, isn't that interesting that nowadays you can release a full game in full, but you can just patch something in? and add it to the
that's
game?
still an incomplete
That's amazing.
game.
Yeah.
It is 100%
I find it
incomplete.
more interesting that you can release incomplete games like that, and it's kind of like normal. That's what
Spider-Man.
basically DLC is.
Spider-Man.
You already, well, yeah, it's
There's
basically
2 DLC packs out for it now.
3.
exactly, and they
Three.
released, but they released the DLC packs with the release, so they already have it ready.
You
It
guys
could
just
be,
reminded me.
it could be put into the game already, but they say no.
I just saw
We're gonna make more money.
Into the
off
Spider Verse yesterday.
Good.
Yo,
I gotta see it.
Yo.
I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Is it just like from like an art perspective? It's good.
bro, they did something. This had to be a super expensive movie to make. There is clashing art styles on purpose in this movie
Yeah.
because there's different Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So they have like the almost looks like a stop motion CGI comic book style, and then they have Spider-Man from the 20s who's styled as like a 20s.
The noir.
They have a Spider Girl from Japan. She's an anime character. So when
Yeah,
you see her on the screen with
she's
them,
Yeah.
you're just looking at it, you're like, this is weird. Then you have like Porky Pig Looney Tunes,
Yeah.
And
Spider
he's like-
Spider-Ham.
and he's like 2D,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like,
Oh, he's
I'm
2D.
like-
That's cool.
yeah, I'm like, dude, this is crazy. And the action in the movie is amazing.
Yeah, there's like sound effects that come up on screen. I saw
Yeah.
a clip where they were like web swinging and there was like
Yeah,
you saw
and
the
then
grip
and then
coming
he's
out.
like he's trying to like remember how Peter in the first movie when he's trying to get used to spider power tries to jump off the building to like get the running jump to the other side. He does that and he's falling, and then he's like and you see behind him it just says as he's falling.
Yeah,
and
while he's falling. I saw like clips and stuff.
yeah,
of that.
and
I
then
haven't
when
seen the full
then when
movie
he
yet.
hits the ground, he's laying there, and then the words are starting to hit the ground next to him, and
Yeah.
and he gets up, brushes himself off, and they just stay there. I'm like, dude, that's so cool. And then when he's talking out loud, he's like, he's seen the text box. He's like,
So
why is it so? He's like, why is it so out loud? He's like, why am I talking to myself out loud?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, it's me. So there's like
So it's
230 something reviews, and it has a 97%
It's great. It's definitely something. I
When you
want to
say
check out.
97%, you're talking about Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Bro, I don't take
mean,
Rotten
it's
I
always
don't-
hard to
neither do
take-
I, but bro, 237 reviews and it has a 97%.
I mean, when watching movies, you take
Yeah.
a critic's view into account, but if you really want to see the movie, you go see the movie.
That's true.
It's
Right.
still your
And what,
opinion.
what you
Yeah,
said is
100%.
fair. All reviews have been generally positive about this.
Right.
I'm definitely gonna go see it. I'm super
What
excited.
about speaking of superheroes? What about Aquaman? Because that shit looked terrible. I went on.
You see, that was the best selling. It's the highest opening ever for a superhero movie in China, though.
That's
for it.
strange.
In China.
In Chi-
That's very
but
strange.
that also
but
predicts how the market's going to be internationally
Is it out?
in China.
I
comes out for us, I think, this
completely
week.
forgot that movie was released. You want to know how I found out that movie was out? Is I was looking at my there's like a playlist on Spotify, New Music Friday, and you just like they post all the songs released that day. All the songs released that day, and like what was it, Pitbull? Yeah, Pitbull. The Pitbull song, like Pitbull redid Toto, like the Toto Africa, for the Aquaman movie.
Whoa.
It's like a Spanish version of a song about Africa,
You're right.
which doesn't really make any sense to me, and then, like I can't
That's
imagine how it
interesting.
fits in the movie.
Okay.
I got to see the movie now.
I feel like DC feels obligated to do this because of what Marvel did with the Avenger movies. But on the other hand, it's just so funny that a joke from Entourage. Remember how in Entourage they
Yeah,
always
I
talked
always
about
think
Aquaman?
that, yeah.
It's finally here. Like it's finally come true. It's
It'd be
amazing.
funny if
Yeah.
it was actually good.
It's
because of
amazing.
how bad they made it.
I think it's going to be good. Do I think it's going to be great? Do I think it's going to be
I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, I think do I think it's going to be in the level of like the Christopher Nolan DC movies?
What?
No. No, but it's going to be I think it's going to be good. I don't think I'm going to see it, but I think it's going to be good. And speaking of movies, you and I have to get into it for a little bit.
Let's get it.
So you and I kind of had a little debate in the text about live action and animation. I kind of want to get back into that. to your point, I was sitting in the theater.
I already know where this is
I
going
was
to lead
sitting in the
to.
theater for Crimes of Grimwald or whatever it's called.
How'd you like it?
I don't know anything about Harry Potter. I
Right.
went to go see it because the person I was with is very interested in it.
Right.
But I thought it was awesome. I thought
I thought it was great.
I heard
Johnny
bad
Depp.
things about it.
it was
Dude,
great.
Johnny Depp was awesome.
Yeah,
What
Johnny
did you
Depp's
like
character
about
was
it?
great.
Ju-
The fight scenes were wild, man. The fight scenes were wild.
It's just
and
really pretty film.
the special effects, yeah, there were some monsters and dragons and stuff. I don't think it was super deep, but it was.
Was
a
that
pretty
They're
was
making
that
it-
tiger Japanese like that?
It was a Chinese.
Chinese.
Yeah.
They're making
Tiger
it a trilogy,
dragon.
right?
Yeah.
No,
I
5
don't-
films.
Again, I don't know
That's
anything
way
about.
too much.
I don't know anything
Yeah,
about
that's,
Harry Potter.
that's
way
like
too much.
that's like normal nowadays.
I was in the theater though, and I'm sitting back, and a trailer comes on for Alita, and I'm like, oh, this movie Sheldon told me
Yeah,
about.
I told you. Yeah,
Bro.
Alita Battle Angel.
It looked pretty cool.
Looked lit. Yeah, it looked
Dude,
lit.
it looked amazing.
It looked
actually.
lit.
I was like, this could be really.
I
really
will
awesome.
say, I will agree with people because the more I see the trailer, it is a little jarring to see a CGI character with real characters.
What- You mean like that
To
because she
hurt
has
that
anime
character.
eyes?
No, because so she's fully CGI.
Yeah.
She's motion captured,
Mm-hmm.
right? But she stands next to real actors, and it's like it'd probably be take it like 5 minutes to get over it.
Yeah.
Like that's how the Spider-Man movie was, because the art style in it is so jarring, and they make it look comic booky. You need like 5-10 minutes for your eyes to look, because you're like, remember when 3D movies back in the day, you take the glasses off and you saw,
Yeah.
like this is on purpose during certain parts of the movie.
Yeah.
So you're just like, okay, my eyes will adjust to it. I think that's how it's gonna be. 'Cause you remember in what was that movie? Star Wars,
Last Jedi.
Rogue One, when they showed Princess Leia at the end,
Mm-hmm.
they showed her like young looking,
Yeah.
but you know it was like fake.
Uh-huh.
It's like that. I feel like it's gonna be like that. That's
Yeah,
how
yeah,
Elite
yeah.
is. You're gonna look at Elite. It's like you look so real, but you're not real.
There's something off. It's
There's
called
something off.
the uncanny valley.
Uncanny
effect,
Valley. That's what's
where
called.
where something is. Are you familiar with this?
No.
Something. So the reason why, and in Japan, they make a lot of. We always talk about Japan on this podcast. They make a lot of
We
AI
love it.
for domestic use. Cleans your house, takes care of kids. The ones that they sell, they try to make as non-human looking as possible.
Okay.
Right? Because as human beings, we find R2D2 to be cute
Yeah.
because it doesn't have a realistic face on it. It's very obvious an object, right? That has a personality. So because we've personified it as a friendly trash can, we think it's cute. We don't think it's threatening.
Uh-huh.
When we see a robot that is
Like C-3PO?
human looking, no, he's
He's
version.
You still know he's a robot.
Yeah, you
though.
can still tell he's a robot. There's still obvious characteristics, right? When you make a robot that starts to look like a human being, if it's not exactly like a human being, you're automatically freaked out. If there's a very slight difference. Now, if the difference is wide, like R2D2 and you, which is a
Okay.
wide difference, that doesn't bother us. But if I made a robot that looked like you, but it was just a little bit off, the mouth didn't move right, or the eyes didn't look in my face when it was talking to me, I get freaked out. And the reason why,
What's this called again?
uncanny valley
Valley.
effect.
Uncanny Valley effect.
The reason why scientists and psychologists theorize is because when we see that, for some reason, it is an innate reminder of mortality and death. We get a lot of death vibes when we see a body that doesn't look exactly right.
Really?
We treat it as dead in our mind. Like something dead is speaking to me right now, and it freaks us out.
It's interesting.
That's
That
why
makes
people are like,
sense.
that robot's freaking me out, or that animatronic is like really weirding me out, because something about it says death to us.
Right.
The way that it just doesn't look right, you know?
Huh.
Yeah.
And it's really,
Are
really
there?
crazy.
Do you know like any psychologists that talk about this a lot?
I wish I could name names, man. And I feel bad in this show. We always don't have specifics. We're always like, I read this or I heard this, and it's good. It's good for conversation. I'll look it up next time and talk about it. It's one of my favorite scientific phenomenons to talk about. So in Japan, when they're making these AI, they're working to make it as realistic as possible to the point where you can't tell the difference.
Well, right now you can tell, and it's a little creepy watching
Yeah.
those robots talk and answer questions.
Yeah, and I think
Right.
we're not going to be able. We're going to be able to tell pretty obviously for the next 50 years. But
Who knows though? Because we're moving pretty exponentially. We're
Yeah,
just
man.
going up.
I think humans are hard to replicate.
I mean, I know they're probably gonna try to, do some like neuro interfacing with internet. I even read something. This is bad
What is
too.
it? That's the plot of Ex Machina. where they
Yeah,
create
but like,
great
they're
movies and stuff.
working on that right now. They're trying to connect brains to computers.
That'd be cool, man.
Can you imagine having like, so I don't know, like the way I see it is our brain only has so much space. You only have so many neurons going to certain parts. But if you had like an external source like the internet, suddenly you can potentially, possibly store more information.
Wouldn't you just say and speak a lot of memes? Like 90% of it would just be memes.
Probably. I mean, I'm sure that's. But actually, though, like, I'm sure that could be an issue. Is that like if we're linked to a computer, and we store information externally, not in our brains, and that means that things that aren't worthy of being in our brains are more likely to go in, and then you can infect them with different kinds of viruses. Not like a body virus, but like a mind virus.
Right.
Like, I could see that definitely happening.
That'd be sick. That's actually a good premise for like a show or something.
Well, yeah, but you think about it. You think about like people having like bad thought patterns and that like putting them into a really bad spot,
fixing it
because like things get stuck in their heads.
Yeah.
Well, imagine now like you don't even have a break from the internet. It's just like in your head.
Yeah.
And now like companies or people find ways to get around these firewalls, quote unquote, and this like storage system of your brain.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you have different memories and you have different thoughts and you have different patterns of thinking.
Yeah, kind of like iRobot, where he's like learning all that stuff.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's like a bad form of uncanny valley, because he was a robot, but he was still humanoid.
Right. Remember that part where he's like, "I did not murder him."
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Whoa,
whoa." Yo,
I was like, ooh, mad CGI.
I want to go far left field. I want to talk about a few.
You
things.
said Alita, and then other live action adaptations.
We're gonna get back to live action and robots and all that good stuff, but I want to take the conversation to a whole new place right now, and talk about. I got 3 things I want to talk about: Cardi B and Offset, Tekashi 6ix9ine. All these stuff I don't care about, but I know you guys have interesting opinions on. And the one thing I do care about, which is Kanye West and Drake beefing.
Yeah, I care about that.
Hardcore.
I mean, let's talk about that, because he just exploded the one day, and I was like, "Shit, dude! Like, what happened? What happened to set him off? Not that he needs anything."
He said, "Don't diss the 350s."
Don't diss the what?
Wasn't like Drake
The
talking smack
350s.
on the boosts?
He said, because he said in the song No Stylist, he said to keep it a G, I don't want her wearing no 350s around me.
That's jacked up, dude.
All right.
Is that Kanye's shoe?
That's Kanye shoe,
Yeah.
350 Boost.
350 Boost Adidas.
Okay.
Which, by the way, I have a pair coming in tomorrow.
After you heard him say that diss?
No, listen, man. People,
Free promo.
Yeah, people like a lot of people don't want to. I don't know. Take sides. There's no way to take sides in this, but it's just.
I don't
it's
really
weird.
care.
I
to
think
be
Drake's
honest.
being a little shaky, little like shady. I said shaky.
It's just a
little
whole
bit.
big clusterfuck of who knows what's really
Right.
going on. Like,
Yeah.
I just want one day, like all these people who have inside information, just like go on a podcast or something, just like reveal what's happening. Because I just hate when like media stuff's going on and like we just don't know anything.
Yeah. it's
So
all-
I'll distance myself from it until there's information that's revealed.
Same. I'm the same way because people make comments like yo, and it's like, is this a marketing thing?
Right.
Like, are they joking? Like, I have
Right.
no idea
Right.
at all. And so I hate to get too
well,
deep
I don't
into
know,
it.
the whole controversy with the kid. I think that struck a chord with someone.
Yeah, but he said it's
just
like
the fact that his kid was revealed to the world. Like, if you had a kid and you were famous and you didn't want them in the spotlight,
Yeah.
getting like just fucking attacked. You're like not even a day old. You're already being attacked by all the
Right.
media outlets and
Right.
people being like, "This baby's ugly," maybe fucking memes about it,
Right.
or
Right.
like talking shit because it's Drake's kid.
It's a bit personal.
And like, yeah, exactly. And to have that information get out on whether someone else would push a T or whatever, it
Yeah.
seems like it was.
yeah, but
Kanye.
then Pusha T revealed how he got his information. You know,
But like, how do you know he's telling the truth?
I feel like Pusha T. I'm just saying this from his music standpoint because I really enjoy his music. I feel like he's like one of those people who have nothing to lose in the business, and he's like he keeps it a G and keeps it 100 all the time.
right.
That's just how I perceive him.
Mm-hmm.
And he went on the Joe Budden podcast and revealed how he found out, and also that Drake was giving out $100,000 if people could give information on Pusha, so he could do the diss song.
Oh, really? Put
Yeah.
out like an info hit on him?
Yeah, because
Quote,
Pusha
unquote.
T had voicemails from people calling him, and
Being
they were
like, "Yo, Drake's trying
he's
to."
like,
ask
yeah,
for
he
money."
has this girl like asking, and like this guy sent a voice memo of his conversation with the woman, and she's like, yeah, just like I don't know if you know anything like from back in the day, like if you, like stuff like
Gross,
that. Yeah, it's like
disgusting.
nasty. It's like pillow
Just, like,
talk,
crying.
and like
Ugh.
Pusha knew.
Oh, like she fucked him, and then like
No,
they're-
so Pusha found out that Drake had a kid because 40, you know who 40 is, right?
Yeah.
Drake's
Mm-hmm.
guy, his
Producer.
in-house producer. He was sleeping with this woman, and he was pillow talking to her, just like saying, like, I'm frustrated with Drake, blah, blah, blah. He's like all frustrated because of his kid, and she just ran that info back to Pusha because he knew who she was. And,
the
and
shoulder to cry on.
Dude, the
The
pillow
shoulder to
talk,
cry
man.
on,
But
dude.
you believe that? You think that's how?
I think that's 100% true.
Yeah,
because
that sounds right.
Yeah,
That sounds like that's what happened.
because like that's just like that's too elaborate to make it of a lie. You know,
I don't know. People make up pretty good lies all the time.
they do, but like
But
again,
you
I
th-
just
so
feel
you
like
think that
Pusha's telling
Kanye's
truth.
hands are clean?
Yeah, I think his hands are clean.
People are against him now, though. That's why I think this whole.
They're always against him.
the-
Though. They've been against him since he had that
I-
Hurricane Katrina commercial.
I think now more than
That's a good
ever with
point.
the slavery stuff and all that stuff, like the population, the consensus on him is definitely negative.
I don't
Like,
think
I
he's-
know somebody that doesn't listen to his music on YouTube because they don't even want to give him plays in form of support.
I know
mean,
a lot
I
of people
don't-
like that.
Dude, it's the animosity is real. I'm not trying to cut you off, but like,
Go ahead.
there's not animosity like that towards Drake.
No.
So I feel like Kanye West is like in a losing battle right now. That's why
Isn't
I
it
think.
weird though? Because we grew up on Kanye's music.
Well,
Dude,
he's just not relatable
Like
anymore.
us three, like our age,
He
grew
just-
up on.
He's
some
just
of the
not
best
relatable. He doesn't
worst
talk
music.
about things that people like feel.
Because he's
anymore.
like hidden in Calabasas.
I wouldn't even say that. We're watching him go crazy. We're watching him go wild and hide himself and be like this recluse and this nobody understands me. That's why I think if you saw what WorldStar reposted today, where he was like, I want to do a thing about mental health, which is obviously something that's very prominent in his life.
Right.
He goes, but none of the press outlets want me to do it. Regardless of if that's true or not, Joe Rogan replied and was
I
like,
saw that.
bro, he needs to get on that show right now. Like,
That'd be a nice little 4-hour episode.
I would
think
call
if he
my
ta-
PR person and be like, I need to get on the show right now. I'm
Right.
telling you, man. Not that Kanye West needs help at all.
But he's just someone to talk to.
Dude,
You
He
that
could
show
definitely-
would be beneficial.
I think it would be good for him because he could definitely get on a show where Joe Rogan's not gonna try to attack his character.
No.
You know, like
He's gonna be
you
super
go on
neutral.
Charlamagne the God, you go
Yeah.
on like all these other
Right.
hip hop shows, and they're gonna be
Right.
like coming at like disses and beefs and all this shit. Whereas like Joe Rogan, I feel like just kind of wants to get a piece of who you are. And,
Right.
like, you
Right.
know,
He just is a very neutral person, like just listening. That's why I feel like if your intentions are good, you go on there and talk, and people will see if your intentions are
Because
good.
Joe will clear up that schedule.
Yeah, for
He'll
real.
like push them back. He'll like push them
He
back.
said
Get
he
'em in
said one
now.
of the guests he wants on is Donald Trump, which by the way leads me to another thing I want to talk about real quick. We'll get back to the hip hop stuff because I want to talk about that. But are you guys aware of the whole like idiot debacle with Donald Trump? I was talking to you about this today.
No.
So Google ran into some trouble recently because if you go on Google right now and you image search idiot,
you get Donald Trump.
everywhere there's tons of pictures of it.
You can't blame Google for that.
That's what I'm saying.
Now when your entire
But-
political
but
strategy
Google
is
was
saying
under fire.
ridiculous things.
Google's under fire.
I have no service. Not
Don't
even
make
working.
a liar out of me, man. Let me find out.
You got service?
Am I Googling this?
I tried.
I'm gonna do it right
Oh,
now.
Here we
Hold
go.
on.
It's stupid, you said?
Idiot. Stupid as Takashi.
So for those
Google image search makes
yeah,
Trump
so
the
for
world's
those
top
who
idiot,
are
but
listening,
is it fair?
Donald Trump comes up with numerous pictures if you type in idiot.
How wild is that?
That's funny.
According to my roommates, this is
No
old news,
way.
but like it's real, dude.
It
It's
is
here.
real.
You know what I'm saying?
He is a fucking idiot. So.
I think it's so he's under fire, right? But the general consensus of the American population is that he's an idiot, according to everybody, right? So it's like, I don't think Google is necessary to blame.
Kanye's there.
Snap, bro. Kanye West is here too.
Kanye.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Easy taught me.
The notion for him is going down, man.
Green Day, the American Idiot Tour.
Yeah. But I just wanted to throw that out there. I think that's pretty crazy. But back to the hip hop thing, dude. So I was reading today, Tekashi 6ix9ine is not projected to get out of jail until 2050. Think about
Because of drug cartel stuff, right?
it wasn't
Nah,
the
it
cartel
was,
stuff, it was racketeering. That was
racketeering,
done
bro.
through the
So like selling it.
The Treyway 9 Bloods.
Yeah, the Treyway 9
Bloods.
sect of the Bloods.
That's what I'm
And
saying. Like maybe they weren't producing, but they were selling the stuff.
If you're involved with that in general, man, they said the FBI had like a 6-year case on him or something like that.
They were just ready
watching.
to go. They were
And
ready to go.
They had him tapped too. So
Mhm.
when he was gonna go to that thing, that soiree at the casino, they decided to step in and arrest him.
But
then, so nothing violent would happen.
when he tried to disassociate himself from his management,
Yeah,
the FBI was tapped into like all of them,
Mhm.
and they said, "Oh, when he gets to Connecticut, we're gonna violate him, super violate."
right. That's why they stopped it, because they knew something bad was gonna
Yeah.
happen to him.
So if it's gonna affect like what's it called, general
safety.
general safety
Yeah.
of the public.
They got to step
They
in.
have to step in.
And bro,
Bro,
it's
they
funny.
had every task force that's
Yeah.
like under the FBI
It's
was
nuts.
there.
It's nuts, dude. It really is crazy. And for a rapper, for a
And
kid,
you know what's crazy?
for a kid,
He got booked, like caught by the FBI the day he blew up. It was a year to the day
right.
when he blew up and came onto the scene. A year later, this happens. That is the craziest year.
It's nuts.
He
Yeah.
made so much money,
right.
or not that much money, because when he tried
And
to,
now he's in jail. Maybe that's why, because they're like, wow, he's gotten a lot of following.
No, it's because of what was going to go down, and because of racketeering. Serious, man. That's a
That's a
federal
serious
case.
charge.
That's a federal case right there.
how
It's
many
just
people
like,
get out of it too?
Well, yeah, clearly he's going to be in jail for like 30 years. So.
dude? And you saw the lawyer being like, "Yo, this Treyway thing is not." Did you see him where he was just like, "My client is in no way associated with Treyway."
Treyway.
Meanwhile, fast forward to all the music videos, like
Has them
every
all.
single one.
They were saying
literally
that
his catchphrase.
They were saying that because they're trying to handle this without losing his credibility and losing his like public image. But they were saying that he was positioning himself near them for his image so that he could sell his music, which everyone does that.
Mhm.
But like, I don't know. Like I think he might have did it the wrong way.
I feel like if you're a rapper and you say you're a blood and you're not really a blood, you're putting yourself in danger, right?
Serious danger.
So it's just like, how realistic is that if you put yourself in that serious of danger to sell albums? Of course, people do dumb stuff, but like, it's obvious to the judge that that was the case. I just think that it's incredible that somebody, think about it, man. He had lightning in a bottle. Like, his life was amazing. He was literally everywhere.
Right.
I'm not sure the numbers of followers that he has on Instagram, and that doesn't necessarily account to fame, but I'm pretty sure it's probably over 1 million.
Yeah, I wish we could check his Spotify streams.
Bro, yeah, he probably had the craziest year ever. To go from that to being like, you're kind of going to be in jail for the rest of your youth.
Yeah, that's
Like
kind of
2050, how old was he now? He's like 21?
21, 20, something
Yeah,
like
so
that.
get out when he's like 50.
That's heavy. That's heavy.
He had a run.
He had a run.
He had a
Very
run.
short run, but a run.
Very short run.
I just think it's incredible. Like, I
He
can't.
was arguably the hottest rapper like out.
Yeah, man, he was definitely big.
Did you guys
man.
think he was that good?
Not
No,
my, not
I
my
don't
type of
see.
thing.
I don't think he was that good per se, but like his music definitely does stuff at parties.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought the whole "Stupid" track, obviously that's like the most well-known one. The
I like
music
that
video was
track.
cool. He was on a roller coaster and stuff.
Yeah.
I respect the art.
Right.
I don't like the other stuff that came with it, like the underage sex scandal and like his
Yeah.
all that stuff, man, is obviously not good. But it's weird. I was watching Shabazz OG, which is this Instagram guy who you guys should check out. He's just this old dude that's in Floyd Mayweather's camp that just gives like his 2 cents on stuff that's going on in the news.
Right.
And he said that he met Tekashi 6ix9ine and he was like, yo, he's the nicest kid ever. The whole gang stuff is like, he doesn't even act like that in person.
Right.
He plays it up for the
Right.
camera. He's like, that's why him going to jail is so sad. He's like, because he's not that person at all.
I believe
And
it.
once you're on the inside, like being as meek and meager as he was saying he is,
Mhm.
he was just like, bro, like this kid like needs protection. He's not
Yeah,
a tough
man.
guy. He's not a tough
Who
guy.
said this?
Shabazz OG, which is like one of Floyd Mayweather's like good
Okay.
friends. It's pretty crazy just to see that, man. I don't think in our generation of like music, we've had rappers that we love die,
Mm-hmm.
but what's one that's like went away to jail forever? And you think people are gonna forget about him?
They might. I mean, a lot of people will.
I can't think of one that's like in
Right.
jail. Maybe oh, what's his name? You know what I'm talking about. He created the term wavy. You know what I'm talking about? He was on Kanye's album. The song Waves. Fuck, what's his name? I can't remember his name, but he's in jail. He's been in jail for a while.
Dang, bro. Yeah, it's just wild seeing a kid go to jail. My
Pimp
next-
C?
What?
Is it Pimp C? No, Pimp C's dead, I think.
I don't know.
Can't remember his name.
My next thing was the Cardi B thing, because like it's been everywhere. People have been making like jokes about it and stuff like that.
Right.
How Offset, right? That's what she was.
Yeah.
She was saying. Offset cheated on her, and it's amazing the videos that are going back and forth. Like, did you see Take My V Cards video?
Nah.
Oh my gosh, bro, where he
What
was
did he
just,
do?
man, he does the most perfect rant about what's going on, and he was just calling like Offset dumb for having
It's
so.
like I don't understand it, man. Like,
Yeah, there's this dude I work
just
with.
really don't get it.
I don't get it.
I had
either.
this
get
dude
it.
I work with. I asked him what he thought about it, and he was just like, "Yeah, man, that dude was stupid. Like he,
Hold on, let me play it.
he's like Cardi B's a 10. He cheated on her with like a 6. Like I don't get it, dude.
And it's not even that. It's just like, bro, you got a child with this woman.
That's my thing.
She's the biggest, like, the most publicized, like, artist out right now. And then you're going to do some, you like, keep your toes clean.
Right.
You know, you're going to do some dumb shit.
Bro, let me play this, man. Oh my god. Keep talking.
Oh, you playing the rant right now?
I gotta find it, man. Cause like, take my.
While he's finding that, how do you feel about YouTube
Here it is, hold on.
Rewind?
YouTube what?
Rewind
I don't
2018.
think I saw it this year. Is it out?
Oh, this guy, I follow him.
You saw this one? I
Yeah.
gotta play it for Ryan.
I only got one birthday wish, and that's to get my wife back, Cardi. I bet it is now, nigga. After that threesome ain't go through, all you wanted for your birthday was a big booty. Hell, not some big booty on suck out of here, nigga. I ain't y'all niggas try to pull public apology shit, and y'all get caught. And then this nigga got nerve to say, we going through some shit. Wait, nigga, no, fuck, we at. Cardi is going through some shit. Going through your phone, going through your DMs, going through your emails, going through the shit that you're going through. Like at this point, this nigga sounds like a broken record. Like my nigga, you had plenty of time to get your shit together before your engagement, bruh. Why did you not get it together then? The problem is with niggas, they always want to put themselves in situations they're not ready for. What kills me is like motherfuckers is really commenting on this nigga shit saying, yo, that's some real shit. Bruh, you keep cheating and then you just keep apologizing.
That's real.
What's real about that, dog? I
That's
just
real.
it's like
Did you see that he tried getting her back at a Rolling Loud?
Yeah, yeah.
No, what'd she do?
Bro, I don't think it was weird because I didn't see the full clip. I saw it without context. So I think she was performing on stage, and behind her it's like the LED screens or whatever, and it says "Take Me Back, Cardi," and then he comes from backstage,
Oh damn.
like trying to ask her to take him back in front of like thousands of people, and she's like no, and he's like, come on, the crowd's like, take him back, and she's like, peace, y'all, and just like walks off stage.
Dude.
And I'm just like,
Wow.
oh, that's
When was that?
painful.
That
Yesterday?
hurts, man.
Was that yesterday? 2
That was
days ago?
yesterday? Sheesh. Oh, it was this weekend.
Yeah.
Rolling Loud was this weekend. Okay.
Yeah, and I was like,
It's a pretty big concert.
That's so cringy,
it's in
bro.
Chicago, right?
Instant cringe.
It's in Miami.
Miami?
It wasn't in Miami last year.
No.
I know because a few of my friends went.
But
I
yeah,
just think
man.
it's. I don't know. I just think it's.
YouTube Rewind 2018, the most disliked video ever.
Okay. Can you tell me the full story on that? Because I
Right.
don't know what it is. I keep seeing memes of just like Will Smith like in front of this thing.
Bro, have you ever watched YouTube Rewind?
No, I hate it. I just hate it in general because
I
like
got
Well, we
some
can't
stuff.
watch it right now.
I was gonna show you like little, show you how cringe it is.
I hate it because it's cringy. Because like I hate when people assume like this is the mainstream of YouTube. Like this is what you watch. Like I watch
Right.
channels like Angry Video Game Nerd and Jobby
it's
the
like
Hom.
tiered for me, or is it like
No. So all right.
it's the one they do every year?
every
yeah,
year.
every
it
year.
is.
It's
Every year.
it's like a wrap up. So, but the
Yeah.
problem is, the biggest things that happened on YouTube this year was Shane Dawson's
Thing.
docuseries on
This
Jake
whole
Paul,
docuseries, yeah.
KSI versus Logan Paul boxing, Logan Paul and the Suicide Force. People forget that that was this year.
So basically, Logan Paul.
right, but it's like
Basically.
PewDiePie versus T Series.
Oh, PewDiePie. Yeah.
Subscribe to PewDiePie.
I love
but
PewDiePie. been tripping
it's like a
lately.
bunch of the stuff. So in the video, I would watch it, and it was so cringy. So it starts off, and Will Smith is like, "Oh, this year it's for the creators." He's like, "What I want to see is MKBHD, Marcus Brownlee, and the Fortnite bus." So then he goes like this. He does like a Thanos snap, and then it's Marcus Brownlee like, "Is this what you wanted?" And then the girl behind is like, "I want Ninja driving the bus," and then Ninja's driving the bus, and then it's just like all this cringe stuff. And then they were like, "You know what YouTube Rewind needs?" Casey and Neistat and these two girls stand up and they go like, "K-pop," and then it starts with a BTS
So
song.
they started making it more interactive.
It was just like pandering.
I thought it was. I mean, when I remember them doing it in years past, it was just like an accumulation of like stories.
the top
that
moments that
happened
happen on YouTube.
throughout the.
But-
No, just in the world, not even just YouTube. But now they are making it YouTube.
And it's how long is it?
They got my boy in
8
there
minutes
now.
and 13 seconds.
They got the alley stuff.
And
boy.
it's just so cringy.
Bro,
And it's like,
ready for this? Sheldon's not lying. 2 million likes, 2.2 million likes.
Mm.
12
what's that, 12 now?
12 million.
And you know what video was dislikes?
12 million
You know what the last video was before that?
What?
Justin Bieber's baby.
Yeah, Justin Bieber's baby is the most disliked video.
Justin Bieber has a baby?
No.
No. The song "Baby," remember?
Oh.
Baby, baby.
I really thought you were joking. That's why I laughed.
No, I was like, shit. What
The
did I
song
miss?
"Baby," yeah.
Song "Baby." My bad. That was the most disliked. But if you think about it, that video also has like 3 billion views.
Yeah, so
if it's gonna get dislikes, I guess 10
So
million.
12
Not
million-
that was when it was
2
cool
million
to hate on
likes.
Justin Bieber.
Right.
Now like
2
Justin Bieber
million
makes some
likes.
actual sick.
2
music.
12
million
million
likes.
dislikes.
12 million dislikes and 138 million.
138 million
Wow.
494,089 views. And the
Unbelievable.
number one comment says, "We did it, boys! The most disliked video in the history of YouTube."
More than-
by YouTube.
Yeah, and YouTube,
I'm sick.
and
bro.
YouTube tweeted
This video
out.
might get
Yeah.
pulled.
They were
No
like,
shade to YouTube. That's
and
hilarious.
YouTube tweeted out, they're like, we broke another record. Unfortunately, it was
trying
for
to-
like most dislike. Hopefully, we can get it right next year. I thought that was kind of funny.
PR is really trying to clean it up, huh?
See if you can play that part when they did the cake. I need you to see how cringe and
I just
painful
know
it
what
was.
it's gonna be. It's gonna be like, "Hey, what do you want to listen to? Dubstep? Oh my god!"
Ready, let's start it off. Let's start off at the beginning
Run
with
it
Will
back.
Smith.
I'm gonna describe what's going on.
I would want Fortnite and Marquez Brownlee.
So Will Smith snaps his fingers.
Okay.
Right now, they're on the Fortnite bus.
Quit horsing around. Play me some of that jumping music. Okay. You said jumping music?
And now they're jumping. And it's so cringe. Like, it's so...
Like, doesn't transition well.
And they just have like a bunch of... I saw people on here. I'm like, dude, who are these people?
Yeah, who are these people? That's why I don't watch YouTube Rewind, because I don't watch all these people.
Right. Like, what's the point of that? And then you need to see the K-pop part. Like, that part is just...
For you, because you love K-pop, huh?
Not even that. It's you have to see how cringe...
What's her name?
Here it is.
What's her name?
Liza Koshy.
She's so cute.
Ready? So listen to this. This is cringe.
So my boy Swoozy.
There's one thing this video needs. K-pop!
Was K-pop this year?
Yeah. And they're dressed like the videos. I'm like, dude, that is pandering to the highest level. Like, bro, it's like a weird mix and mash of the
Alright.
music.
Okay, I have a few things, because now that I see what's going on,
They're trying to add everything that like people like on YouTube, but it doesn't work. It hasn't worked in 3 years.
let's talk about the YouTuber demographic. Like the big
Right.
people on YouTube, I feel like it's just like kids that like Liza and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like nobody who's like 25 is watching her videos, bro. These are like all
Nah,
14
they're all-
and
they're all
13
young.
year olds.
They're all young,
They're all like
impressionable.
12, like the same people that watch like, and no diss to my boy Duris who came on here. Like he's killing it. They're the same
Right.
people who watch like Minecraft, like
Right.
streaming videos and stuff like that. So these videos aren't made for someone like us.
Nah, not
You know what I'm
at
saying?
all.
Like,
But still, I also like to know what does. So there's this thing that's going on. So before, all right, so I'm gonna say my point first. I like to know what YouTube thinks we think is like big, our demographic, kind of, to see if they include it into
Yeah.
like the biggest moments. They never do.
no,
So,
of course not.
like the fact that you don't have PewDiePie, who has 77 million.
He's too
subscribers.
controversial at this point.
And
That's
I get
the,
it.
That's the problem.
But here's the thing. So what YouTube Rewind used to be was the biggest moments that us, the viewers, liked. Whereas to now, it's all
So what
for...
are we trying to promote?
No, it's all for like advertisers. It's like, here are the people that you should invest your money into.
Oh, you think that's what it is? Okay.
I mean, that's essentially what it is, because everyone on here is like clean cut. You know, they have like, they don't curse in their videos.
Oh yeah, that's the new thing. If you curse in your video now, you get demonetized.
Really?
So people
Yeah.
have been cursing the same amount, but they're censoring it. They have like beeps and stuff in there.
But we don't censor that shit. We keep it real.
That's why. Listen, man, that's my feeling on it, right? No, I don't really curse. That's just a personal thing with me. But like, if you do have to say something, this is the non-cursing stuff is for TV. This is YouTube. You should
Right.
be able to make what you want to make, but
Right.
they're demonetizing people left and right. I think the algorithm and the stuff that's going on, the changes aren't really positive. And there's a ton of YouTube videos of YouTubers making videos on why they don't like the changes. So I feel like everybody in this video is the people that have zero complaints.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
A couple of them did like post-release videos on it, saying their problems with it and how like what it was supposed to be didn't turn out to be, saving face type of thing. But
Yeah, man,
It's funny.
It just that scene was really cringy, man.
cringe.
It
Because
was
like
just
you
cringy.
have a 37-year-old man and like two, I don't even know how old they were. They look younger than us. It's like
K-pop,
like
isn't it's almost like right? Isn't that what everyone listens to?
right,
Hold on,
Yeah.
XXX
Pause.
Temptation. Oh my
Right.
gosh! Like,
right.
and whenever you do that,
But the funny thing about that, because I found this out after the video, so like BTS, obviously, right, the K-pop group, they get stupid numbers on their videos.
Mhm.
So I think, and people are saying it was ironic that YouTube used their song for this when they deleted 40 million views off a video.
Wow, really? They can
Yeah,
do that?
reason
apparently
for
that was the
doing
thing. I don't know, but apparently that was like a thing.
How do they do that?
Like they like locked the number
So
of views it had.
it
like,
looks
for
like
a little bit.
PewDiePie made a video called YouTube Rewind
Yeah,
2018
yeah,
review,
that
and
shit
his
was
review
funny.
has 22 million views.
Does
Oh,
it
awesome.
really?
Yeah, I want to watch that after. I'm almost
It was
tempted.
actually
I'm
it was
al-
actually really
You
funny.
watched it?
Yeah, I
I'm
watched
almost
it.
tempted to watch it now. Was Donkey in this?
No,
Oh, what
of
a
course
legend.
not.
That sucks. Yeah, see, they don't put
They
anyone
don't
that
put,
like
like-
that we'd watch. You know,
And not even that. Donkey's huge.
he's enormous.
He's like a big YouTuber. So, dude, some of the people in here in this video didn't even have like 1 million subscribers.
Yeah, well, like
It's,
you
like,
said,
weird.
it's the clean cut marketable.
The people who
types.
you should invest in.
I'm not surprised that Ninja was in there. He's like the biggest thing ever.
Bro, he's not even like a YouTuber, and he has 22 million subscribers. Because he just re-uploads his Twitch stuff.
12 hours a day though. We talked about this last stream. That's a lot. So he deserves it. But yeah, that's super funny, man. I can't believe that happened. But yeah, so Netflix, man. Netflix is killing it, and I'm going to tell you all why. So this is the new
Let us
topic right
know.
now. First off, Evangelion's going to be on there. And that's the
I
first
thought
time
you had an issue with that.
No. I don't have an issue with Evangelion being on there. That's the first time that it's ever been on a streaming service since it came out in 1997.
The CEO of Hulu had shots for Netflix
What?
about that. They didn't like that decision.
Of course, Hulu didn't like what Netflix did. They were
No, but
competing with
the
them.
reason why is because Hulu has a massive anime catalog
Yeah, they
because
do.
they partnered
They
up with
do. I mean,
they
that's where I
partnered up with
watch Akira.
They
Funimation.
do.
Yeah, right. They partnered up with Funimation. They have a lot of shows on there.
I don't think Funimation has the rights to the original run of Evangelion. They only did the dubs of the movies, which
Right.
came out afterwards, which they got the rights for.
Right.
There does not exist an official U.S. released Blu-ray box set of Evangelion. You can get it on DVD. It's very complicated to get this, man, because they just didn't negotiate the rights for it ever. So
Right.
the only way to watch it is like to pirate it. And
Right.
now both the movie, which by the way, End of Evangelion, I talk about Evangelion all the time. That movie is one of the best movies I've ever seen, ever. And it only makes sense if you watch the series. It's
Right.
great, man.
Right.
That's all coming to Netflix
When's it come?
in this spring. So
Hmm.
like right after yeah.
Why does it take them so long to put content on?
I don't know why they would advertise it so early is my thing. I would
That's what I'm saying,
advertise it
like
at
wait like
Christmas.
2 weeks before. or
Why?
Like 2 weeks before. Because man, there's
You
like
want the hype to build up in like a short period?
it's like
I feel like that's when you would get the most amount of eyes to watch it when there's not that much time.
right. That's
You
what
know what I mean?
I'm like
That's
that
how
too.
I feel like.
Because I feel like people with Netflix, correct me if I'm wrong, whenever you sit down and watch Netflix with somebody, it's like, what do you want to watch, right? And I'm not gonna remember.
Well, they
some-
always have the recommendations for you.
That's true. But like you're always going through something with somebody like, yo, what can we watch? What can we watch? Let's watch this. You'll go in the recommendation. I don't want to watch that.
Uh-huh.
I feel like you go to Netflix when you want to see something.
Right.
Like I want to see this comedy special, right?
Who's
I'm just in general. In
okay.
general, there's so many. Netflix
Right.
is like the new comedy haven right now.
just crazy?
It's awesome. I
Because
think
they let
it's-
them go say whatever they want.
exactly.
Yep.
They let them say whatever they want, which is so
Go,
valuable.
go ahead, film it, pitch to
Yeah.
us, and we'll see if we'll
You
buy
guys
it.
need to see Jay Okerson's from the Degenerates.
Okay.
Netflix did a series called Degenerates, and every episode's a new comic, and they just do stand up.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's good.
Send me a
Yeah.
link.
Huh? Oh yeah, for sure. But what it is like, I'm going to Netflix because I want to watch something. I'm not gonna remember, like in spring, that I want to watch this. So they should do it 2 weeks before. They should be
Right.
like, "Yo, this is right about to come out."
Right.
I'd be like, "Oh, all I have to do is wait 2 weeks." Now I gotta wait until spring, which is like right around the corner, quote unquote, but not really. But the reason why this is such a big deal, this hasn't been on TV. This hasn't been streamable, the English version, for like over 20 years.
Mhm.
And it's one of the biggest anime series of all time.
Right.
And when I first saw it, like when I first saw a glimpse of it, I was like, this is okay. Watch it, man. If there's any podcast homework, and that's pretentious of me to say, just watch it. Just watch it. I'm telling you
We
both.
have to watch it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you both.
Before next episode.
You'll love
Yeah,
it.
right.
You'll love it because you're into
Okay.
Japanese culture. It's all about that, and you're gonna love it
You're
just
saying
because of how
Evangelion?
crazy, artsy, filmy it is.
You
It's
got
talking
it.
about
Got me there.
Evangelion still?
Evangelion and
Evangelion,
messed up.
okay.
It's
Yeah.
beyond messed up.
You had me at artsy.
There's a scene in the beginning of
Is
the
it
end
as
of
bloody? It's like
Is it gory? Is
No.
it mechs?
No, it's not gory. It's psychologically messed up and like
Okay.
But
wow,
is this the show with the mechs?
mechs,
Right.
but like they're not even mechs. That's the crazy thing. Everything you think about it when you look at it is completely wrong. That's why it's so good to watch,
All right,
man.
fair enough.
And I know people are like, "Oh, like you're a pretentious anime fan if you like that." I'm not afraid, bro. You got to see it, yo.
not
And
afraid.
the next thing is the Cowboy Bebop live action. That's another.
I think that can be good
they
for two reasons.
they brought
Yeah,
on.
I could see that
They
being good,
brought
too.
on Shinichiro Watanabe as a creative associate and not the director. That's
Mm-hmm.
the only thing that worries me. And they don't have the original composer. And that whole show is about music. Have you seen that?
No.
You need to watch that too. But that whole show is about jazz, bro. That whole show is
Yeah.
about jazz and the
The
blues.
reason why I think that can work because out of typical animes, it's not anything unrealistic. Like it's futuristic,
Yeah.
it's space web, but everyone's a person. There's no like superpowers or
Yeah,
like
there's
you know what I
nothing
mean?
crazy you have to portray.
Right.
So-
There's nothing like nuts that can look like weird.
Right.
It's they just shoot and literally box.
At first, I was really opposed to it, but after talking to you and after that debate, I can actually see that it might be okay.
And Netflix has a nice budget. I think it turned out right.
They do. I just don't think that it's worked in the past, which is why I'm like,
It hasn't. It
Yeah.
hasn't. But the ones that haven't worked in the past are the ones that rely heavily on like special effects.
yeah, I got you.
You know what I mean?
The
Do you see that leaked Sonic picture?
okay, so
Has he seen the legs? Really, is your
Not
question?
no. There's another one.
No,
you
there's
see
no,
the you
with
see.
Chris Pratt. You mean that one's fake?
Oh, is it fake?
Yeah, it's supposed to be fake.
Oh, is it? Oh, that
I don't
makes
think Chris Pratt's
I
in
don't,
the movie.
I don't believe you, man.
I don't think Chris Pratt's in the movie.
dude, because
I
that
think
that
he's
look.
the cop, dude.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure I got that from Sped Comedy. He sent me that picture that I put into.
Okay. Well, maybe he
Oh, yeah,
knows
that's
something
where I
I
saw
don't.
it from. 'Cause
Yeah,
then-
yeah.
And then I googled it, and it was all over the place. And I was
Maybe he
like,
knows something I don't, but I'm pretty sure Chris Pratt like tweeted it as a joke.
That's a pretty elaborate joke because it looks really good. And
It
it, looks
is an
exactly
elaborate-
like it was shown.
"How did you feel about it?"
dude?
You can't have a talking super fast hedgehog / demon like
Here we go. Ready?
in San Francisco.
Sonic a demon now?
Not demon. I was saying from when he went
Okay.
his beast
All
transformation.
right, let's okay. Anthropomorphization is a very complicated thing in our society, and what that is, in case anybody out there doesn't know, that is the art of making talking animals. Whether that's in film or video games, that's anthropomorphization. That's the whole crux of it, right? Now, it doesn't work well when you make him look too human. Sonic is very cartoony. Why does he have muscular legs? Why does he have muscular arms? That's gross and it freaks me out.
Yeah.
It just shouldn't be that
Why is he
way.
wearing 350 boosts?
Why is he wearing 350 boots? How come he doesn't have the Michael Jackson shoe with the buckle on it? This is what happens when an Eastern property gets into the hands of Western producers. For some reason, they like to change it. And they haven't learned their lesson because
Why is he in San Fran?
that's
I
what
was so
everything takes
confused.
place in California.
I
Didn't
mean, why is
Transformers take
Dr.
place in
Robotnik
California?
Jim Carrey?
I mean, yeah, but like,
See, everything takes
yeah,
place
but
in California.
Transformers came to Earth. Like Sonic, I really don't know that much about Sonic, but Sonic lives.
I gotta push up my glasses, bro. In the anime. In the anime,
But what cities do you
Sonic
live
gets
in?
Central City, some
Right.
BS city on Earth.
Some bullshit city.
Yeah, he gets transported there during a battle with Dr. Eggman. All of his friends get transported to Earth.
It would have
from
been
another
better.
dimension.
You know that movie Zootopia? It would have been better if they did something like that.
That's what I wanted to see because this is my whole argument with you is that I feel like there are certain characters and properties that work better in animation than in live action. Will always be that way.
I agree with that.
Like and I think Sonic
I
is
just
one
never
of those
thought
characters.
Sonic would have ever been like a live action adaptation.
That's like making a live action Mickey Mouse movie. Like they're doing
Right.
all these live action Disney movies.
Right.
Why not make a live action Mickey Mouse?
right. See,
It would be
but
terrible.
It would be
usually,
crazy.
when I say like that'd be cool for a live action, I'm usually talking like something that already has people that's in like a
has a live action element.
right.
That I can agree
It could
with.
work.
That
Like
I
if
can agree
Kids
with.
Next Door had a live action, that could be cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like when I think
That
of
would be
like
cool.
like
That's
you
gonna
said,
come out, bro.
like Sonic, I never thought that there would ever have been a Sonic live action.
I think their marketing strategy is to make bad decisions. Like Sonic Boom was a bad decision, but they became famous off of it. Like that episode of Game Grumps where they rip Sonic Boom to shreds for all the glitches has billions of views, and it was kind of backwards marketing. So I feel like they're just like failing forward. Like,
But I
what's
think
the one thing that you shouldn't do to the Sonic franchise? Make a live action Sonic
Right,
movie,
right.
and they do it.
They're
Like
like-
Super Mario Bros. Did it.
Same thing
It was
with Dragon
terrible.
Ball. See, but that they thought that Dragon Ball could work because there's people in it.
Right.
There's a human cast to it.
They looked and said, okay, you can make a Superman movie, and people love that.
Right.
Why can't we make a Dragon Ball movie? That's how they looked at it, and I don't blame them. I just think that it's so misguided.
Dude, it
Did
was
you- did you ever
so
hear
Western how they tried to make Dragon Ball Evolution. It was a high school rom-com.
Yeah, when you put Goku in a high school, you got to check out immediately.
Yeah, why was that the idea to put him in high school?
Dude, it was so bad.
Yeah.
Like, I actually do want to rewatch the film.
Me too.
Because
We should watch it and just post a video of us
Right.
like commenting on it. Oh man, that'd be so.
Because
Cool.
it's like one of those that it's so bad, it's like entertaining.
They asked Toriyama, they were like, "What did you think about the Dragon Ball live action?" And he said it was interesting.
It would be better if he said the what?
Huh?
He's like, huh?
Yeah, man.
He's like, Broly's a cartoon. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, dude. But and to wrap up what you're saying, because you asked about the Sonic movie, am I going to go see it? Of course, I'm going to go see it. I have to see it. Do I think Jim
Right.
Carrey's going to be good as Robotnik? And here's the thing, I think the movie's going to be really, really funny.
Is it
Like-
Robotnik like Dr. Egg? Is that the same guy?
So the story is that in the West, I mean in the East, he was always Dr. Eggman, and so they made this game with Dr. Eggman in it. But when it got ported to the United States, it was called Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, because they thought it would sell better with like a catchy name in the U.S. So everybody saw that character and was like, "That's Dr. Robotnik." So the U.S. audience was like, "Dr. Robotnik," and the Japanese was like, "Eggman." So over time, the Japanese produced more games, and that's why it's called Eggman, and the U.S. produced less games.
Isn't it similar with like Mega Man, Rockman?
Yeah. So obviously in Japan, and Pokemon Pocket Monsters.
Yeah.
There's no one that says Pokemon in Japan.
They still don't say Pokemon in Japan?
I mean, you'll go to like a Pokemon Center, like you call it Pokemon Center, but it's all Pocket Monsters. Like if you buy Pokemon T-shirts, there's Pocket Monsters on there.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
it's just again localization. They want to see what sells better. Which, by the way, Lion King. Did you know about like the original plot of Lion King was stolen from a Japanese anime?
I
Was it
believe
really? Which one?
So King of the Jungle by Osamu Tezuka, the guy who made Astro Boy. Dude, he wrote a manga that was just like
I thought you said Astroworld.
no, that'd be sick.
Wasn't
if
that Travis Scott?
If he wrote a futuristic rap album. But so he wrote a manga about a king lion and his son that go on adventures in Africa. I just want you to guess. Guess what the name of the main character lion is, the cub.
Mufasa.
Simba.
Kimba.
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 Okay.
Bro, blatantly stolen. Like
Right.
I got to show you a video after this that it lays out even the shots. Like
Right.
it stole the shots. The problem was at the time when the movie was coming out, the anime industry wasn't as big as it was, and they did not have the money to win a lawsuit against
Disney.
And the creator of the Kimba series, the King of the Jungle series, died right when that movie was coming out.
Okay.
What's wild is that if you watch all the advertisements in the 90s for Lion King, they were like, "This is the first Disney animated film that wasn't based off a fairy tale. It's completely original, original story, bro." They ripped it straight from this Kimba. And there's even an episode of Simpsons where like Mufasa appears in the cloud and he's like, "You have to avenge me, Kimba." I mean Simba. Like, there's a lot of
That's
beef
awesome.
that still to this day that goes on.
That's
about
actually
that.
funny.
And I think with the resurgence of the live action Lion King, it's coming. But here's my stance on live action, right? Ghost in the Shell. Did you like it? The live action Ghost in the Shell.
No, because
Okay.
here's the reason why I didn't like it, because it wasn't rated R, and they watered it down, and also had Scarlett Johansson.
True.
Like-
So they try to pop something that was like, because I think the rawness of Ghost in the Shell,
Right.
aside from the visual aspect, is what makes it so
It's
good.
raw.
It's raw, bro.
super
There's
raw.
stuff in there. It's like that was jacked up.
Right.
I can't name one anime that I love where something crazy doesn't happen.
That's what I'm
you know?
saying, dude. That's
something
why
wild
Ninja
happens.
Scroll's so revered.
Dude, have you watched Ninja Scroll? Ryan,
No.
we're gonna have an anime night where we just watch.
Yeah,
anime,
I need to
dude.
catch up apparently.
No, this is probably
It's
going
old,
way
bro.
over your
This is
head.
like from the 84.
Yeah, show it to me.
Yeah, it's really
right
crazy.
before Akira came out.
But
Really?
yeah,
It's a movie?
it's a movie. Yeah, it's cool.
It's actually on Hulu.
Is
Okay,
it?
maybe I'll watch it tonight.
Ninja Scrolls on Hulu?
If not, I have it on DVD, so I'll bring it to you.
Yo, you truly are a nerd, bro. You have
Bro,
Irby.
dude, you know what's crazy? I got it from someone. It was in the trunk of his car.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, "Yo, I'm getting rid of all these CDs and like DVDs. Do you want them for free?" And I was like, "Oh, what do you got?" So I got Enter the 36 Chambers. I got Cinderella Man original soundtrack. I got so many CDs. Nirvana live in New York on
Whoa.
MTV Unplugged.
Nice.
I can't even find that disc anywhere now.
That's pretty dope.
And then he gave me. I saw Ninja Scroll. I was like, "What's that?" He's like, "It's fucked up, man. You might like it." And I was like,
It
"All
was
right."
pretty jacked up.
Yeah.
Man. That's a
was
classic and definitely
so good.
one that served for a lot of inspiration for music. Speaking of music influenced by that type of aesthetic, did you know the Wu-Tang Clan is actually for the first time in I think like 36 years touring together? They're coming to Philadelphia.
Bro,
Tickets are like
something we should see.
$120, but it looks
Yeah, it's
it
pricey.
seems amazing, dude.
First time touring 36 years, probably going to perform 36 Chambers.
Oh no, it's for 36 Chambers
Yeah,
pretty much.
makes
It's gonna
sense.
be awesome.
I'm down.
I don't know.
It just depends on when it is.
If it wasn't, it's pretty soon. It's this month. It might even be next
Oh,
week.
it's this one? I can't do it
The
then.
thing is, if it wasn't Christmas, bro, like, because I'm spending bread on Christmas gifts. I don't know
Yeah.
how you guys do it, but like,
I haven't finished shopping yet.
really?
I haven't even started.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
When's
Yeah.
Christmas? Monday?
No. It's
Not this Monday, like next Monday?
I think Christmas Eve is Monday, and then Christmas itself is Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on its way, baby boy. You didn't shop?
Maybe I'll go tonight. No,
brave man.
I get distracted.
It's
You
a
know?
Sunday. Everything's closing at 6.
Oh shit.
I gotta get to GameStop and return this Owlboy. I want the
game is
case. Owlboy.
What's that?
So this indie game dropped where it's 16-bit, and Switch does this a lot. They have these classic games, you know, that play classic, but they have a modern aesthetic, like Octopath Traveler.
I love it.
This
So
yeah,
good.
it's awesome. I get lost in games like that. And
Dude,
this,
you should say, sorry to cut you. You should have
No,
seen
no.
his reaction when he booted up Octopath on my Switch before he got it.
dude,
Why?
Cause like I was selling it to him. I was like, bro, original Final Fantasy on the Switch, pretty much. It's from the same studio.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, it's like 32-bit sprites
yeah, with like 3D environments.
with 3D environments
it's
and
so
just
cool.
like an orchestratic music going on. So he's like, fire it up.
Yeah.
So I give him the Switch. He's playing it. He's like, this is gorgeous.
I need it.
He's like,
I
this
need
is
it.
gorgeous. And then I was like, pop in Xenoblade Chronicles. He's like, all right, pops it in. He's like, what is going on?
Dude, that was me just getting high off.
and
the
then
Switch.
then he like,
That's what
would
it
you
was.
you bought it the next day? Right?
I
Or
got
your
it for
mom
my
bought
birthday,
it?
man. It was awesome.
Yeah, for the birthday.
After literally I walked out of your house like, I wish I had this.
Right.
I got it, bro. I was so happy. But yeah, Owlboy is
Yeah, I see you online on it every day. It's really funny.
dude every day. Well, we play Smash in my house all the time.
Got it.
But like Owlboy's pretty cool. So I was playing it. What it is like it's a 16-bit free roam game where you're this kid who's like looks like an owl. Like, yeah, that's the only way I can describe it. But you're a mute. And in your
Right.
society, like everybody thinks you're an idiot and a hindrance. Like that's how they treat
This
you.
was a heavy game.
Dude, right off the bat, it's really like you have a master that you're serving, and everything that you do, like to like serve the master,
Right.
like put this water in. He has a
Right.
criticism about everything, but you, the player, are doing it,
Right.
and he's like, you can never amount to anything. Like that's like how the game starts,
Jeez.
and then all of a sudden, pirates invade the society, and you're like the one guy who can do anything about it. But your character can't talk. That's the whole catch.
Right.
He's a mute. So like people are meeting you, and like you have to explain like what you're doing essentially through like your actions and stuff like that. It's a shooter. It's really really cool. It's a platformer, and I got it used, but I want the case. And Best Buy, by the way, if you're on Amazon and you're looking for a video game and it's all sold out, Best Buy has it every time.
Every time.
Every
yeah, they
time.
really do.
They have it every
Which
time.
one do you go to? The one on Grant?
I order it. I order it online. They always have like the stuff that I'm looking for, man, and it's really good. We're about to hit 2 hours, 4 o'clock. Is there anything else that you guys want to touch on before we're out?
I mean, we covered everything. I mean, we really wanted to talk about the beefs and the Kingdom Hearts controversy, which we did, right?
We did. I
Oh,
want to talk about
one,
Earl Sweatshirt's new album.
before we get to that, one last Kingdom Hearts thing. So all three of us watched that cinematic video, the one that you put
Yeah.
in, right?
You talking about the Skrillex one?
Dude, it was fucking sick.
My
Like
brother-
Skrillex
I-
did his damn thing.
I
on
said it
that.
to my brother. He's like, I got chills. And did you know that
I showed it to two people who've never played Kingdom Hearts, and they're like, "I want to play the game now."
This is what happened. Square approached Skrillex and was like, "Can you do a remix of Hikari, the one
Right.
that we all knew.
Right.
But he already reached out to her
Yeah.
and said,
And she was
"Can
like,
we
I
do
want to do a new one.
Yeah, when we do an OG original track.
Right.
And he was like, all right.
Bro, when it started off with the dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, and like you see a young Xanort just putting the pieces down,
Yeah.
and how it was affecting everyone, I was like getting choked up. And then she's like, let me face, and then you hear that boom, that beat,
Yeah.
and then that part when it showed Roxas and Axel going at each other, and it's like,
Yeah,
and
it goes
just,
right through
I
the
was
chessboard.
like, dog, I was like, what?
Yeah, the animation was really good.
Animation was so good, and I was watching this. Do you guys know who Afro Senju is?
I love him.
So do I, but he was hating on it. He was like, this is trash. I hate Skrillex music. He's like, this is trash.
Should
He's
we
like,
stick to Naruto critiques?
right. I was like, bro, you're like the one person who hates this, because I thought it was like, dude, in that 1 minute clip, they covered the whole
They
story.
summed up the whole
They
all the
summed up the
games.
whole story.
It was so good.
It was interesting though, because one person said, Xehanort must be a puppet, and I was like,
Oh God, please no.
I was
What,
like,
though?
dude, because peep it. When he started the trailer off, he saw that thing in the distance, and his eyes were normal. They weren't yellow.
So what? Kingdom
when
Hearts,
someone-
the darkness of Kingdom Hearts is taking over Xehanort's heart.
So no, not that. He thinks that there's a bigger person at play here.
a bigger enemy than
Because think about it, when Xehanort possesses
Fuck
people,
that.
their eye,
Fuck that.
the eye color turns yellow.
Oh,
and his
snap.
wasn't yellow.
Oh, so someone else possessed him to begin with? That'd be a really cool twist. But
I'd be mad as hell.
How many puppet masters can you have though?
That's
the problem
real.
with
That's the
Naruto.
problem.
That's what pissed me off with that.
Yeah.
There's too many.
There's always a bigger devil, and that's my main criticism. I like in a series where like you build a connection with the villain, so you want
Right.
to see him beat in the end.
Right.
I hate when a villain
Also-
comes in last
Exactly.
minute.
Also,
I
so
hate
why
that.
was Sora, Riku, and Kairi in their Kingdom Hearts 2 outfits at the end of the trailer
Flashback. I don't know.
when they were fighting Xehanort at the end in the graveyard?
Went back in time. I mean,
I
it's
think,
all about time.
I think
right?
it was still showing the past technically.
It was
Well, no, because
when Sora was fighting on the chessboard, that was from 2. That was 1 and 2 together.
Yeah. Well, when he's fighting Xemnas.
Zemnis, but he was wearing his 2 clothes.
Yeah.
And then when he
Well, because he
was-
fights him in Kingdom Hearts too.
Yeah, but when he was at the end of that, when Riku and Mickey showed up, and then you saw Xehanort, Zemnis, and I forget the other one's name, on the platforms with the 13 members behind them, and then they're on the ground getting ready to fight. They were in their 2 clothes, so I was like, that's interesting.
That is weird. I
I
don't
was
know
like,
why
that's
they did that.
interesting.
I think maybe they didn't want to reveal everyone's look in the openings.
I think that might be a dummy trailer. That there's another one.
I thought to myself, this
Like
kind of
when we load up the game, it's gonna be a complete different one.
I thought it kind of seemed short for an opening movie because didn't all the other
well,
ones
it,
have like,
it
longer
abrupt
opening
it
movies?
yeah, but it abruptly ended.
Oh, so they didn't show the whole thing.
Because remember, Sora just goes like that, and like you can hear the music about to keep going. Then
Yeah.
it just says Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay.
So I think there's another one.
I hope it's longer because I know all the original ones,
Mhm.
like the Kingdom Hearts one was like 2 or 3 minutes,
Right.
and then the Kingdom Hearts 2 one, the Sanctuary song,
Right.
that was like probably like 2 or 3 minutes.
Do you know?
too.
Do you guys know who the Nyan Cave is?
No.
Is he a YouTuber?
2 guys, and they never played Kingdom Hearts before, right? And they're both like older than us by a little bit, I think. So from August, they've been playing every single game live on stream up until its release. And I've watched them play 1 in full, and just seeing their reaction at it. I wish I could play Kingdom Hearts for the first time
Me
at
too,
this
bro.
age.
Me too.
So I can understand, because we all played 1.
Yeah.
We were really young. I
I
don't
was so
remember if
young.
I beat it when it first came out.
Oh,
I was in
I-
3rd grade.
Then
yeah, that was one of my
2.
favorite games.
2,
That's awesome.
I remember beating 2.
Yeah.
But I also didn't have a couple of them because I didn't have the systems.
Yeah.
So, seeing them play,
Play Chain of Memories.
I played Chain of
GBA?
Memories. Yeah, I had that one. I didn't have Recoded. I think that was only in Japan.
That was like only a cell phone game at
It
the
was a
time.
cell phone
Yeah.
game, then it came to the DS.
And I didn't have Birth by Sleep when it originally dropped.
I always wondered how they played that on the cell phone. Like, was it just like a text-based game?
It probably looked like a little bit maybe what Final Fantasy Kingdom Hearts Chi looks like right now.
Right.
Just like a low res kind of
And then,
cell phone game. Yeah, good question though. I don't know.
yeah, so I'm watching them play it, and they're like in it. They're like super invested. They're like, this game's amazing. Then they're playing Dream Drop, the one that we hate.
That's my favorite one.
Oh, that's your favorite
That's
one?
my favorite
That's
one.
only my favorite one for how it ends.
That's my favorite one because of the mechanics. Like you could finally fight like really well.
With the free motion
Oh
stuff.
my god, it's awesome.
Is that how Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
100%.
Did you play 2.8?
No.
The 0.8 fragment when you Aqua fighting with her was oh my god, it was
She
so
runs so
fluid.
fast, bro. I was like,
She
this
is
is
fa-
amazing.
And like you said, the Skrillex song, this game could be really fast because of how the pacing of that song was. Like,
When you
that's
say-
what people said. They were like, because usually the songs represent like what the game's going to be about. Like, this song was epic. Like, it was epic, it was cinematic,
Yeah.
and it was fast.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. So when you're playing with Aqua in that one part, you're like, I'm kind of zipping through this map right now. So
That's what I'm afraid of, because I feel like this is going to open up a super deep conversation. I
Right.
feel like Final Fantasy 15 was short compared to the other games. That's just how I feel about it.
yeah,
Right? And
it
so I
was.
feel
It's
like
still long though.
it was still long. Like, there's more stuff for you to do, but the main story. Like,
Right.
I feel like other Final Fantasies were way longer. I feel like what they do now with these, like, big JRPGs that come to, like consoles and stuff
Right.
is they put so much polish into the story and stuff that they don't have enough time to make it long. That's what I'm afraid Kingdom Hearts is going to be, like, really short.
I don't see. I if its main story is 30 hours,
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I would be fine with that, too.
If it's less than 30,
It would be tough, man.
it's gonna be tough. There has to be a lot of gameplay.
It seems too good to be true.
That's
why
almost here.
I'm telling you, I don't want there to be anything
Are you gonna
wrong.
cry
Not
when you get your hands on it? When you first load it up,
All right, so let me tell you something. The special edition that I bought, and I talked about this
dude.
on the podcast.
If the game doesn't open up with the heart playing, I'm gonna be so upset.
I just want to know how it ends, because this is going to be the end of
You
the
can go on,
story.
you can go on the internet, you can find it.
Nah, I don't want to hear it, but I want to see it. Like,
Right.
my thing is, the special edition that I bought is now, like, completely sold out. I've been
Right.
looking on YouTube, on eBay, and it's worth $800 now. I got it for, like,
You gonna flip it?
no. I've waited. What I'm saying is, you asked me if I'm going to cry.
All right.
I've waited since 2006, man, to play this
Right.
game. Like,
Right.
I'm not gonna cry.
Is that when they started production? 06?
No, that's the year I beat Kingdom Hearts 2. I was
I
12.
think production started 2010
Yeah,
after Birth by Sleep.
yeah.
I think that's when they started
been
production.
it's been for
But you know, I think the reason why this game didn't come out, one is because
pressure.
no, just Disney, because they new stuff kept coming up, so they were thinking, should we add this world? Should we add that world? And then they were like, we need to update the engine. Like, this game's gonna feel outdated.
Right.
So, I did watch something. This is not a spoiler. It was from one of the game shows from like 6 months ago. Because you know how Sora, I forget what map. I think it was in Tangled World when he's running up the wall towards that like giant. It looked really outdated because like it was.
Oh,
he's
you-
running like this, and then to go to the side, he went like this, run straight, hard cut, hard cut.
Was is definitely a beta version that they showed.
Right.
You're talking about the Hercules world where he's trying to fight the Stone Titan, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
he's
that
running
was
up the
what it
world.
was.
Yeah.
But like it was like it was like very like
Yeah.
jagged, like ultra. I'm like, dude, they better make that like he's like curving his run or something like that, because that looked a little weird.
I remember I first saw Tangled World in, I think it was 2011.
Right.
When I was in Hawaii on vacation, and somebody texted me, "Yo, there's a new Kingdom Hearts video," and that's when I saw Tangled World. And
Right.
it's 9 years later, bro. So yeah, it's pretty big. They've improved the engine a lot. That's why when you see
Yeah.
older trailers, it wasn't there yet because
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 15 didn't even come out. They didn't even know what they could handle
Yeah.
until now.
That game's amazing.
It is amazing. But the
fucking
leaks are
love that
funny.
game.
Real quick leak story. So Sonic Mania, when it came out, they had Sonic Mania Plus,
Right.
which is like an extension of the game.
Right.
And it leaked. What happened was they had an update for the existing Sonic Mania, but whoever was in charge of doing the update
Right.
made the update the new game. So those people who updated that game during that time, they got the new game. So people were like, "Oh my god!" So they took Sonic Mania Plus and they started streaming it out. And there's a YouTube stream. This is a really, really funny event. There's a YouTube stream where they were showing the entire Sonic Mania Plus on YouTube. Like, look, they made a mistake.
Right.
You can actually have the whole game now if you update it right now.
Right.
And they're showing like all the extra bosses and all the cool stuff, and people were going crazy. And the comments were just popping up on the screen.
Right.
And this one comment was like, literally, I'm not making this up, like a dude named like Dr. Eggman. He was like, "This is amazing." And the official Sonic the Hedgehog YouTube account was on there, and they go, "Hey." And Dr. Eggman goes, "Oh no." Like the stream got caught. Like the actual Sega people were watching it, dude. There was like a cease and desist, I think, and they completely pulled the video. But it was so funny. Like
That's funny.
you can look it up. If you look up, I think it's Sonic the Hedgehog stream, "Hey."
Right.
It's just the Sega's actual account goes,
And he was
"Hey."
like,
he's like,
like-
"Oh no."
he's like, they're here.
We would found
That's
out.
funny as hell.
But yeah, it's almost there. It's just like the Broly movie. You said there's a leak. I'm not
Whole
gonna
movie's
watch
out
it.
online right now.
I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna wait till the 16th. I'm really happy, but kind of jealous that
I
people got.
tried to watch it, then I was like, I can't do this.
How far did you get?
I had it up and loaded, and then I was like, I can't do it.
I can't, bro.
I said, I
I've
can't.
waited this long. There's no way I can wait anymore. I'm mad that I'm not big enough to be invited to the premiere.
I'm
Bro,
mad that
Take My V
Nishami
Card got
sold out
invited.
like a fucking
They
month
sold out
early.
immediately, bro. How crazy is that?
I was like, what the hell?
It's
I'm so tight.
it's so wild.
And it's only one showing.
yeah.
Like I was like, okay.
It's one showing for every day of the week. So it's like you got to get it in, man. And it's just
That was weird. I was like,
crazy.
ugh, I don't like that.
But they had the premiere in LA and all these people got invited. You know that guy that run that fade. You know which guy I'm talking
Yeah,
about? He
yeah.
got invited. I'm like, how did he get invited, man? All these people are there. My goal was next year to be of status enough to be invited to a Dragon Ball premiere, bro.
You hear that, Funimation or whoever does our animation? Is it Toei?
Yeah, it's Toei. But yeah,
We
man,
want some invites.
this has probably been one of the nerdiest, geekiest podcasts ever.
It's been overdue.
We have 2 minutes left, so I'm just gonna stop it because we got stuff to do with our day. Akuna looks like he's gonna kill me right now.
You always say that, bro.
I love when he says it. That's becoming like a meme.
I know,
I know.
apparently it's just the same thing to say at the end of the show.
I have to pick on you, bro. Sometimes you're quiet, man. I just want to make sure you're
I'm
alive.
just
you know what
listening,
saying?
man.
You're kicking.
Sometimes it's better to listen than to talk.
Yo, man, unlock this camera right now with the keys.
Sign us out.
That's how we're gonna do it, man. This is episode 51, man.
Just like a little
Let the light
pose.
be with you forever in your
Okay.
heart. I'm about to look
I'm
up the.
about to release my heartless.
Oh, dude. Oh, throwback.